Hello, we are here, Co-op for Two, and today we're playing Seventh Continent, a game brought to me by Jesse. I'm Greg, by the way.
Yeah, we both. I think I bought this. This was early in our friendship. I bought this game. I got it at the. I went all in at the second Kickstarter, and we were both excited about playing it. And it took us like many months before we
Yeah.
actually got to playing it.
Yeah, a game like this, the bigger the game is, the harder it is to get it to the table.
But we did get it to the table.
Jesse, what are you wearing there? Sorry.
Oh yeah, my Seventh Continent T-shirt. That should give you a little hint that we actually like the game a lot. And we played this very early on in our friendship, and we played it as our first co-op con,
Yes,
I believe.
yes. Which we're going to do a video talking about our co-op
Right.
counts.
But I do remember this. This was a game that we played all day until the game store closed. Then we walked, and we
Yeah.
had our little wrap-up talk.
Well,
and what
can I-
happened?
Can I? So, normally Jesse, they get close to closing, or get a little tired after 8 hours or so, and we were walking, and I'm like, but this is my speed where I'm like, let's just keep going, And so I said to Jesse, I'm like, well, we could keep playing, and I didn't think he would say yes at all, and he said, we could go back to my house and play some more, and I was like, yes, and it was like 8 more hours or something. We played like 16 hours in a day.
Yeah, we played over the course of 2 days. We probably played like 24 hours worth.
Yeah, that was the first. Well, we did the first 2 curses, and that's brought us to this third curse here. So we have played this curse before,
And lost.
and lost.
After like 8 hours of playing. That's how this game is. You play 8 hours and you can
So
lose.
this one is called An Offering to the Guardians. Jesse, what do you remember from this one, Jesse?
I really don't. I remember there are some statues that we do something with, and I remember that we're on an island. Like we've been to most of this island already.
Yeah, I think once you cover that. It goes without saying you're going to see a ton of spoilers.
Oh
That's
yeah, that's
game is
good
just-
to say that though.
Yeah,
like,
the game is. The map is spoilers and everything. But there is a little map on this, which is a little bit of a reminder. I guess I should have done it this way. Sorry. So this is our reminder, or a little map that kind of gives you some kind of indication, although it's not all that helpful. You can imagine this is like some, like been
well, the
passed
story.
to like...
That's what the
Yeah.
story is going to tell us. Like this is his map from this guy who's writing this to us.
So I think we have to kind of go to a guardian and do something and then bring it back. This is kind of a little weird, though, because we have played it, but it's been a very long time. It's been at least 10 months, if not longer.
It's going to be a little weird that we've done some of this before, but it's been so long.
Now, I've taken quite a lot of pictures on my phone of the maps as we go, but we're going to, in a little bit as we get going here, we'll show our new approach to that.
And we're not going to use those old photos.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go at this as fresh as we can. Although, anything we remember, we'll take into consideration as like rumors. Like instead of being like, "Hey Jesse, I kind of remember in this direction," we're gonna be like, "It's been told that that someone has like some old fisherman told me that like over around this bend there might be some good hunting grounds." So, well, maybe I'll start.
Why don't you read that, and then we'll talk about the characters we're bringing. But
Yeah.
first read it.
Sure. I do want to mention that Jesse's going to be handling off camera here. There's the deck,
cards.
the deck of cards, and then we're going to keep our banished cards and our past over here on his side. Jesse also printed out this handy little odds calculator, which has the goat on it, which we managed to get one time, didn't we?
We did
We
get
did
the
get a little
goat,
goat. Yeah.
and I think we killed it.
I have
Normally, Greg wants to kill the animals, but spoiler, you'll hear about the story of the one animal Greg did not want to kill.
There are no impossible burgers in Seventh Continent, Jesse, so we had to kill this guy. Okay, so he's got his little odds calculator. We each have our reference sheets, which I don't think we almost
don't
ever
really
use.
need,
We
yeah.
never use, really. And then we've got our curse. You want me to talk about the characters first? Or?
No, first do the curse. But I do want to say one thing before we start. We do have one sort of house rule. Now, generally, you are very opposed to house rules. And I'm a little more warm. But we do have one rule that we sort of house rule. That's the one where we can eat something before it goes into our hand. Like there's a hand limit. And thematically, if we're cooking
what do
something, we eat it. Like if you eat it right instant, as
Yeah,
soon
I
as
think
you
you're supposed
as soon
to
as you
put
get
it into
it,
your inventory.
we don't make it run. We don't make it fill up your hand. It's such a tiny
If you eat
thing.
it just as that
as
moment.
you're doing it. As you get it. Like when you get it, you go hunting, you get it. If you're willing to eat it right
Goodbye,
there.
everyone that didn't like that idea. thanks for watching that moment of just actually.
There are lots of roads off our videos. Like if you don't like long videos, get off. If you don't like diversions, get off. If you don't like cursing, get off.
Yeah, there's like a timeline of like not what is that Fight Club line, like on a long enough timeline, everyone's survivability rate drops to 0. I should actually finish this off though. I'm going to handle the encounters that happen as you find a new area, which is this deck here. I have the saving thing here, which we're not going to do, and we've got our discard, our action deck, and our discard, and then that's basically it. And then we've got our tableaus here. So we're going to read the. I'll read the. You want me to read the?
Yeah. Yes,
okay.
please.
An offering to the guardians. I have chocolate on my hand. I don't think there's any chocolate on the 7th comic.
Well, we haven't embarked yet. So
Amazingly,
you're
I
eating
have
your last chocolate before the boat.
In the rare moments of low fever, you investigate the causes of the evil consuming you. No matter how you look at the question, you cannot seem to find a reasonable answer. You fall into a restless sleep with a heavy heart. You wake up stiff and aching and find yourself lost somewhere in the middle of the forest. The vegetation, though exotic, looks surprisingly familiar. Would you by any chance be back on the continent? How? Why? These questions dance in your mind, but you find yourself without answers. Noticing some paving stones nearby, you are immediately reminded of a conversation with Ivan, the geologist from the Omega team. Ivan had been sure that a road used to run across the breadth of the continent in the days of antiquity. According to him, statues representing local deities would have been erected along this ancient pathway. Perhaps this trail is worth following after all. Regardless, you seem to have no better option. So we have this picture here of this kind of pathway and some kind of, guardian maybe. There's something written here scrawled in blood, looks like a bloody pen, but I don't think we're ever able to actually read that.
Yeah, I don't remember that we ever...
One cool thing about, there's a lot of cool things, but one neat thing I like is that I do remember that you could actually kind of see.
It did make sense.
Like when
there
you're in
was
parts,
the water and there was.
But I'm saying I think on certain there is stones like of an old flagstone pathway or something like on some of the cards. So it's kind of cool as an indicator. We're gonna go ahead and put this. We don't really need it.
No, we might.
So maybe we'll put it over with our satchel.
Sure.
How's that, Jesse? Sure. Can we put it over there?
Yeah, we won't really need this. Except we will need this to remind ourselves about this part. Yes. Where if we see this little splatter symbol...
Blood, yeah. It's blood, Jesse. It's not like milk. It's espresso. It's a little splatter espresso. Because I think it's like these are going to be altars. Didn't he say altars? But we will actually access it if we need to remind ourselves of some... Because there are story indicators in there that might help us to push to a certain direction. I am Ferdinand Lachapelier. I'm sorry if you're French because I just butchered that. Lachapelier? Well, how would you pronounce that?
Lachapelier. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I'm a French adventurer exploring uncharted lands for over 30 years and certainly feels more comfortable in a tropical jungle than at high society cocktail reception. Twice Ferdinand was a sole survivor of disastrous expeditions. Good luck, Jesse. Which says quite a bit about his extraordinary survival skills. Even now, because of these tragic circumstances, his peers are very suspicious of him, and some wonder how far he went to save his skin. I might be wearing you as a hat.
And we should say Greg painted these tiny miniatures.
Yeah, which is crazy because, I don't know which is crazy because,
actually, if
it's quite easy to normally when you're painting it you don't have to dry brush or do any real detail, but they're so small that it was agonizing to do this. But Jesse is choosing to forget that moments ago he says to me, he goes,
camera.
"Oh yes, I remember it was a pain to paint this woman thing." And I'm looking at him like, was it though, Jesse? Was it?
Okay, so I'm playing Anjika Patel. Anjika Patel is an orphan from the Bombay slums and was only 7 when she fled to the wilderness of southern India. She became a hunter through necessity and developed incredible tracking skills. Her talents quickly led her to move to larger and more dangerous prey. While on a tiger hunt organized by an English lord, she saved the life of an ethologist, Harvey Milton, snatching him away from the animal's claws at the very last moment. The eternally grateful Milton took her under his wing. Now, several years on, they have left the bustling, polluted streets of London to take part in a mysterious expedition. So her power actually is I may discard one card with the keyword stealth from your hand or your inventory to choose one card with the keyword aggressiveness in the discard pile and add it to your hand.
So your power is actually quite good. We almost never really use my power. I find it.
What is your power again?
We usually like to load up. You discard a card with stealth in order to skip the consequences step of an action, but then you got to take the action right away again.
And we should say, like, the special power is a tiny part of what's special about the character. They also each have
cards in
5
their deck, yeah.
different skill cards that only they can wield. So
Yeah,
like, that's no big deal.
I feel so I just shuffled that up again just so it's on camera, and then we're gonna do put these. So we're in like a jungle area. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. So I mean, pretty clearly
in the 3 region of the island.
Yeah. So yeah, let's we play as we mentioned.
It's gonna take us a little while to get back into the swing of this game, but it will come to us. Once
well,
we start.
you get down to the continent and you find back to your old stomping grounds here. It gets back naturally to you as an explorer. We should also mention that we're always going to be going. We always go. I don't think we've almost ever really separated unless we were required to do so. So we always go together because it just makes so much more sense to do so. It's kind of funny actually, but we also, one of us will always be leading, and that's always going to be the person, just as understood, it's always going to be the person that's got the least amount of wounds. Sometimes when we go hunting or something like that, we'll point out, okay, well, you have more weapons, so you're going to go first this time. So let's see that.
That's good. That's right. I forgot that. It's always the person.
And Jesse also has these, which are little skulls, if you can see that, which is not something we would. That comes with the game. That's something. That
although they do have an extra set of dice. They're not these dice, but they're similar bone dice that you could order that I didn't order. And the other thing we have to remember to do, Greg, is remember, like on these cards, it's not just their numbers. Sometimes there's secret stuff that you have to look for.
So go ahead and
Sorry,
take a
I
look.
Stole it from the.
That's okay.
I didn't really see anything.
Yeah. Okay, well, when we take one out of the box, we'll certainly look, but I just want to do the same thing, by the way. Because sometimes there's also stuff on this.
Yep, like if you see animal tracks, could be a good hunting ground.
So, I mean, I am going to reference this again. It looks like, depending on where we are, but I kind of remember that up here is more snow, although there is a hunting ground that we'll have to find, at least locate. I remember it's close by somewhere in this area. But I think we should probably go south. That's my.
I'm all for looking around. I think it's worth it. Like for people who are new to this game, as Greg said, like there are spoilers. So, and this is a game where you discovering some of these things is the most fun part. So if you think you're going to play this, you might not want to watch this playthrough. But it's such a big, heavy game.
And again, we've forgotten a lot of the stuff that can happen, and there's like. Because like you go a while without it. I mean, sometimes I used to think like I can't spoil that, and I mean, now I'm like I avoid spoilers for movies and everything at all costs. I don't even watch trailers, but like the
But this
I
is
can't
a game,
remember.
Yeah.
I just can't keep it all.
But this is a game that I think some of our friends watching may decide I'm never going to get that to the table. I'm never going to play the 40, 50 hours. And so hopefully these playthroughs can be a way you can enjoy the game with us as if you were playing it. So yeah. And the last thing before we start playing, I remember I found a post on BGG that we read before we started playing, which really helped us to get the mindset right.
Oh, yeah.
Which is basically they were saying there's 2 games in Seventh Continent. One is the exploring fun part, but the other is the very gamey strategic part of keeping yourself alive with food and being efficient about what you build and what you use and how many cards you draw. So
yeah, you could go. I mean, the secret of this game is that it's like just like you're on this continent, and you have to find a hunting ground, use it to replenish.
Yeah.
And you can almost stay indefinitely, but the hunting grounds will get worse and worse. So
yeah.
That's just like real life. You got to find food.
And there is a real strategic game going on about when to push your luck and finding that food. And I won't go into some of the stories, but
let's try it.
But yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I think I'm gonna say let's go south.
You want to look at that? Sure.
Okay. So I'll lead for now.
Uh-huh.
I'll put myself in front here. Okay, we have the ripe fruit. You have picked some edible-looking
Do
fruit.
we get a starting hand? I can't remember now.
I don't think so. I think we just start with nothing.
Okay, I don't remember.
I mean, you can look. We should have probably checked that out.
Yeah,
You
the
will.
setup didn't say anything about it, so I guess. Okay.
Yeah, you have picked some edible-looking fruit. You can only hope that it is safe to eat. Randomly take 5 cards. So this is an item here. So I would take this. Well, one of us could take it. I'll take it, I suppose.
Okay.
This is randomly take 5 cards in the discard pile and shuffle them back into the action deck. Take 134 card from the adventure deck if available. Discard this. Okay. So this is like, I have eaten this fruit before, and I'm pretty sure.
I do remember eating this.
Out of desperation, I think the only time we've ever eaten this is out of desperation. And if you just find some weird looking fruit, I don't even know what this is. Yeah. So it's gonna.
Here's a spoiler. Be careful of eating the native fruit.
Yeah, I think it gives you.
Now put a little die on that. Put one die on that.
Is it diarrhea? Do they call it? What do they call it in this game?
I forget, but basically
nauseousness,
that's what
sickness.
it was.
I mean, there's the art leaves no. Okay.
There's no art for that. And
So,
just as a reminder, in the 2-player game, we've got 3 items we can build. Each can have up to 3, and you've built your first item. And
so now we're going to need 163.
yes, 163.
I'm also, so we usually have taken we usually when we're playing this have our screenshots of from before. Oh yeah, let's do this. 163. A group of oddly shaped stone columns stands leading to the edge of a cliff that overlooks the valley far below. It is possible that the columns have been formed by centuries of rushing water, but if they are not natural, who would have built such things? And why?
Okay.
So this is what we have here.
Okay.
I'll spare you putting your glasses on and telling you that. Now, I can see a stone path here.
Yeah, that looks like our stone
So we're
path.
probably going our own way, right?
Yeah.
And it links up nicely there. So, and we're going to get number 2 here. So we're getting into different terrain coming down south. Now, you can see, I'm pretty sure that this is like, we got to descend the cliff maybe to go that way. And that's
the water
or it
line
could be
there,
this way.
which probably isn't where we want to go.
It's terrifyingly dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really bad. So let's, I also want to mention, so we don't use I thought thematically, I was kind of excited about doing this. I want to keep a map, so it's sort of like our adventures in the 7th continent. Well, so I'm just going to make notations on it.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to quick look and make sure we don't have...
keep the game rolling here, Jesse.
Well, let me keep the game rolling by making
so
sure
I'm going to
we're
make
not
a map.
supposed to have
make a map as we go,
cards.
which is sort of like the idea that we're cartographers as we're exploring the continent. And then I can just make little notations whether it has food or whatnot. So I'm actually going to just start it somewhat in the middle here. We are on tile number 123, right? And there's nothing useful on 123 that's going to help us. Okay, so maybe I'll put a piece of wood and a leaf. I don't know if that's even going to translate, but there's really nothing there to help us. Yeah, and I'll put this is the jungle, right? And then below we've got more jungle. Jesse gave me this awesome. You got a growling stomach there, Jesse. And this was card 163, and that's got a rock. And yeah, okay. So
I don't see anything about
nothing
having
going
any
on.
cards.
I've got 2 here. So we explored that area. I mean, I think maybe we go this way. You can see.
I think we should look around a little bit more before we start walking.
This little path does seem to go that way. Which, if it went this way, we could maybe need that. But
all right, how about looking at this? Can I look at this?
yeah, you'll go first.
Okay, so it's free. You're flipping.
We're
it.
going together, of course, as we said.
Okay.
So put it face down.
Put it face down. We'll have to be able to.
Or not face down, but flat down.
Piece of liana. You have torn off some strong and flexible vine. This is fantastic for climbing down.
Oh my
cliffs.
God, that's perfect.
So.
Yeah, it's just an item. It's a piece of rope.
Yeah.
So put your 1 die on there. That is amazing. What an amazing find.
So I can use this to do some stuff or for some victory. So I can make rope with it. Or
you can do it to
or I
get
can
a
just
success.
use success with it. Yeah.
For those 2, only for those challenges though.
Correct.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and get 191, please.
191.
And I'm going to put it on our map. This is 191. Right?
Okay, there's 191 with a full.
You travel deeper into the tangled jungle amidst impressive trees and strange, gigantic plants. The canopy blocks out most of the light, but your eyes gradually acclimate to the dimness. Eventually, you're able to distinguish some of the birds nesting in the trees and start seeing some little monkeys swinging from branch to branch, howling and apparently taunting you. You little effers. So we're going to flip this over. Hold on a second.
Yeah, let's take a good
Let's
look
take
at
a
it.
look at this tile. There's a little look-see. Actually, I think that's the hunting area, maybe. This little look in there.
We're hunting monkeys.
Okay.
I remember something being in there. I'm not sure it's food, though.
Well, one of these I think was food. 191, I already wrote that. Okay.
They're those pods. Look at those pods. Remember those, Greg?
Yeah, I do.
Those are
kinda
not
remember the
fun.
pods.
Those are not friendly pods.
Okay. So, do we want to head in that direction?
And there is rope on there already. I mean, I remember when we played this, I usually want to look around more, and Greg is like, let's go.
Well, each of these things can be dangerous for you.
That's
The more
true.
you look around, you're just
Could
exposing
be
yourself
more rope, though. Well, I'm okay. I'm ready for you to make a decision here.
Well,
Like,
I
I
think
wouldn't mind, like, alternating.
I see this
a bit.
path, so I think maybe we try to head towards the path. So I think we either go this way or this way. I don't actually. I think now that you pointed out that there are the
evil pods.
that I think that maybe we should.
Oh, put a 3 here.
Yes, thank you. I think that maybe we leave them behind, the pods behind. I think that we don't look in there. But it was at the base of one of these trees like this that there was.
There is some hunting ground.
There
I mean,
was
it is jungle. There are.
Yeah, I
animals.
remember it was like in the water in one of these, base of one of these, like they're like kind of mangrove trees, right?
Okay, well, what would you like to do? You want to move or you want to look?
I would like to prefer to move, so
Okay.
I think move in either this space with the intention of going here or this space with the intention of
All
going
right,
there.
let's do it.
This one is only, excuse me, it's less exertion than going that way.
It's less exertion to leave it. Remember, when you walk, you look at the place you're on.
Yes,
So
okay.
that's
well,
a
then this
2.
would be only a 1 to move there, so
That's
that's
true.
probably good. Okay, so let's move, right?
So we have to draw. We must draw at least 2 cards, and get 0 success. So it's going to be in success before you turn it. Because we're doing it together, we could decrease the number of cards and increase the number of required successes.
But we're not gonna do that.
not going to do that.
Okay, so we're going together also so that we can like hopefully grab up a. Okay, so we've got Life in the Wild, or Forewarn is Forearmed. This is a guaranteed success. Jesse and I always take Forewarn is Forearmed.
Oh, that is a pretty good one.
Yeah, it's like
You can discard this in order to get a success, but that's your special card.
yeah, but I don't think I care. It's when you make a fire, when it's in your hand, you make a fire or you do the compass, you get minus
-1
one.
success.
So
So-
no, that's a spend, but that's only getting success on this. But that's what the same thing this is.
Well, that's a good point. Now, fire is super important in this game because it's really quite interesting. Because if you cook your food, it's much better, right, than if you don't cook it.
Yeah.
So having
Oh,
a
yeah.
fire is kind of
Crazily good. So yeah, you always do the fire. Okay, so we're now on this tile. Do you want to go? I mean, this isn't. This is probably the way over this, by the way.
I mean,
So-
I have a rope, so we could get down. I'm tempted.
Do you want to just do this one?
I mean, I'm tempted to look at it.
Okay.
It's just looking at it. Although
Okay,
bad
so
things
you're gonna
can
leave
happen.
this?
So yes, I'm leading a look. Ooh, this is a permanent event that stays here. You want to read that?
What do you mean a permanent? What,
Well,
oh.
like when one of these comes out,
Oh yeah,
it
sure. No,
stays
it's gray.
here.
No, it goes gray to green. It goes to this.
it goes.
Okay, so a thicket has caught fire and after apparently being struck by lightning, and the flames seem to be growing in intensity. So you can smother the brush fire with dirt before it gets out of hand. So you're going to get probably an experience. I think you can discard this, but you're going to get rid of 2 cards, or you can just discard it.
Huh? Or you just discard it. That's weird.
So either you get a little experience, or you just basically let it run down. I mean, I would say we don't want to ever throw the
There
cards
is
away.
fire here.
Oh yeah. So now this is a fire connected to this, but we're not cooking food yet, so who cares?
Right. So just trying to remember this.
All this
auto-
does, all of them say this. This
Right,
goes
okay,
out.
Right.
Where did you put the? Oh, we kept them. Yeah.
This-
See, look. They all do.
Oh,
that.
when you discard it.
Yeah.
When
You put the card that belongs there.
Right. Okay.
In this case, it's card
But now-
154.
But we don't have to do this right now. There's an indicator that says you have to do it
Sure.
right away, right? But it's
Yes,
not
correct.
this one.
It's the red
Right.
action there.
Okay, so when we want to tackle the burning bush, we could either put it out or
Right.
just ignore it. Okay.
I would suggest that we get rid of it and put the other tile there so we can see if that's the way down the cliff.
You
That's
don't
mine.
want to leave it and use it for fire?
I don't. I mean, we're not. We're I don't think it's the right time right now. We're not cooking food or hunting anywhere close to now.
True, but you'll put out our fire. Like if we walk around and find food, we could bring it back here.
But right
to
now,
cook it.
like, what are we going to cook it right now? We have all this.
Well, that's a good point.
I mean, my guess is that we're going to want to go down through here. I think it was a great thing to come out if we had some food or we wanted to cook, but it's not really that necessary right now.
All right. And do you want to? I remember the threes are the experience, right? Useless. Like we couldn't.
Well,
We found one place where we could
in
use
40 hours of playing. I think we've only ever spent
Yeah.
experience on like 2 different occasions, maybe, and it wasn't that
All right.
impactful.
It's not worth drawing 2 cards to shovel.
Okay,
All
that
right.
goes into the past, please. And then can you get out card number 154? Card number 154, where are you?
154.
So we're gonna go one.
I hope we don't. How hard is it to make fire? Can you remind me? It's not that easy, right? But it's not that hard. Like, where is the fire? Like, if we don't have the device for fire, we
You
can't make
it.
fire.
You have to use it.
So it's not that easy. All right, I'm going to read this. 154. A steep, forbidding cliff face towers over the valley. Both ascending and descending it would pose a serious challenge, even for the most experienced climber. It's too bad my wife has gone climbing today.
Yeah.
Or she could help
No
us with
kidding.
this. If only you had the appropriate equipment, you could significantly minimize the danger. Oh boy, I remember that. So, we've got an ominous picture here and a locked symbol, which means we can't tweak the cards drawn.
I'm putting cliff,
Okay, nice. Okay,
and I'm
good.
putting that symbol because we always remember it's very dangerous to get on the cliff.
Yes, it is. Okay, so after long hours, if we want to try to climb, it says after long hours of fighting fatigue and lightheadedness, you eventually reach your destination. If we succeed. Okay, so maybe we don't have to read this. Succeed or fail.
So
but it's very
the
hard
important
to do.
thing is that we would draw 3 cards. It's locked. We have to draw only 3. Can't draw more cards.
Correct. And we have to get
You
5
have to get
successes.
5 successes.
And
Right now,
during the climb, this is the climbing action, so I could discard this to get us one
success, but we'd still need 4. I have a mandatory success here, which is 2. So we would need 3 cards and 3 successes. And Jesse, could you tell us the odds of that?
3 cards and 3 successes is a 39% likelihood.
So I mean,
Not great.
throwing that away and throwing this away. Well, you don't have to throw this away until afterwards, but throwing that away and then not even getting it is a bit dangerous. So
And if you get hurt going on the cliff, it's no joke. I remember that. It is no
well,
joke.
it is pretty dangerous. Now there are several points on this map that are very dangerous, and it seems to be every now and again there's like a connecting piece, and it's very dangerous. And this is just one of those. So there's no real easy way to bridge that gap.
Now, here's a question for you, a play style question, which I can't remember your position. I think I know. So on this card, it tells us what happens if we succeed, and it tells us
Are
what
we
happens
allowed
if
to
we
do
fail. No.
Are we allowed
But
to
would
look at
we
them?
read them?
Yes, I believe we would. That's the more gamer.
Yeah.
So I mean, at this point, we played the game before, but I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess it's nice to know we're hedging our side on the fact of we're having a thematic experience, but we're also making it a game.
So, do you want to read what happens bad? So we are. Your decision is that
It's terrible.
we're gonna look at it, but it's bad. So if we succeed, we get out a card and put it in play in the space. If we fail, we lose 4 pips on our stuff. That would kill both of our things, but mine would already be gone. And a 142 comes into play.
Which is probably like a broken leg.
No,
or
it's the
something.
same thing because it's 142. But
Oh.
everyone involved
Takes a 1,
takes a 1.
which is an
So
injury.
this would be a good case for Greg to try climbing this on his own.
Yeah, except then we'd on the own because of the thing. But the problem.
But then
yeah,
you need this.
Then you would get the 104. So
each involved character gets a 104. So like if one of us does it and falls, then only one of us gets a broken leg.
So the problem, here's the tricky part of this, is that we both have to do that because you can't, otherwise we split.
Oh yeah, we have to
The
get
only
over
way-
this. This
that's
stays
how
here.
you get over the
Now I
142.
remember. That's right. So you
Now-
only one of us. Yeah.
So can we put the 142 out then?
No, not unless we jump over it.
Oh, until we put it.
Either
in the
way, we're gonna get over to be
We
down
have to.
below.
We have to.
It's look how cool it is. Like this is above, this is below. So that's what makes sense. This is the card that's at the bottom.
No,
of the
I
cliff.
understand that. I'm
So
just-
either way, we're gonna get down below. It's just we'll either have our broken legs, or we won't. But I don't think we go down.
Well, we can't yet. We'll just
We
be. all
could
messed
try it. I mean, we will get down below no matter what.
So maybe we do
Yeah,
Like
let's look at this.
Yeah.
Shall I lead this one?
Mhm.
I'm gonna look at this. Ooh, a tribal
Remember to put it
necklace. Yes,
flat.
sorry. Tribal necklace. Walking past a large rock covered with tribal engravings, you see a necklace that has been placed on top of it, likely a native's offering to their gods.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. It's like a fish skeleton on the necklace.
I kind of remember getting this, and I don't think we ever figured out what it was for.
I do remember getting this. It is an item,
Well, it goes in our
so
satchel.
it goes in our satchel. That's right. And
So you don't need a die, but you
Don't
can
need
place
a
it in
die.
our satchel.
That's
over there.
right. It just gives us something.
Nope.
Whoops.
That's our satchel right
Yes, satchel. By the way, we have a nice leather satchel from the Kickstarter. Useless.
Completely useless.
Although,
All right, you want to get? Sorry, Jesse. You can get if you like
Yes.
card 143. I'm always like keeping the train moving, and I'll map it real fast.
okay.
So this is
143 says, ahead, you see what looks like the entrance to an old temple or shrine of some sort. The entrance is partially hidden by overgrowth, and it appears to descend deep into the ground. Ooh, that looks nice. It's a little underground passageway. You want to look at this and look for any secret stuff? I mean, I do see our stones. Like, this doesn't look... No secret numbers. Wow, that looks cool, though.
I'm gonna write
There's, like, wind
underground
coming out of it.
entrance. I probably should have made this map bigger. In fact, I might do that now before it gets.
So look at this, Greg. There's a 0, thing what is the map thing called? Go investigate. Okay, so we could just look in it without going inside.
Yeah, I think that maybe we might end up doing that. Don't you think?
Well, first we have to go on to it.
One, yes.
Yep.
Going together. Secondary route, I can only take it, so that's an easy choice. They're both on
But what
here.
is it? Tell me so I know.
Discard an exploration card adjacent to your train card, and replace it with an adventure card that belongs there. Discard this.
Oh wow, that's
But it's
I don't
0,
remember ever using
1.
that.
No,
You have to
it's-
get you just swap a different one, like
no,
if you
we
don't
just
like this.
so if we were on this space, I would throw that away and just put the thing that needs to be there.
Oh, I see.
Although I don't.
That's weird.
Whoa.
Discard an exploration card. That's what this is.
That's not what this is. Yeah, it
that's
has to do
not
with
what
this.
that
Yeah, I was just thinking like,
Yeah.
wait, but that's not because it's green.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. So I was like, whoa, this changes everything.
And
But
what
I
is
was like,
this? You find and if you fail, you just discard it.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah, correct.
All right. Well, there we are. You want to go look in that?
I think that's the way to
Okay.
go. You're gonna lead us.
We've previously gone into caves. We had a long debate about going into a cave on a previous game. The caves are big in this game. Okay, 159. I don't remember quite how that worked out.
Now, the only weird thing here is that will that wipe our map?
Going into the cave? I
Yeah.
don't remember. You want to read that?
Yeah, I guess so. A stairway carved in the rock leads down into the ground. You descend a few steps before finding yourself in front of a massive door that blocks access into the structure. Okay, so this would
I
go
remember
here.
that. Yeah.
And it's this lotus thing. The stone door is decorated with several flower patterns, and you get the feeling that their arrangement is anything but coincidental. So if we do this, it's a staircase out, meaning everybody has to do it.
Right.
You would wipe this, and you would go downstairs. So,
Yes, the staircases are usually wipe. Oh, it says explicitly, all cards on the board into the past. Put a 321 into play.
yeah. So we would need 3 cards and 4 successes. It's locked.
And it's sort of suggesting that we should know how to work these. Like we don't have the item that makes sense out of that.
Well,
so,
this is a little problematic, isn't it?
well, I don't think we try to go down there. We don't belong there.
So I should note that there's killer plants on this 191. I mean, what do you think?
I don't think we try to go in there.
I
for
mean,
sure.
the problem
Like,
is that
don't
we
belong
have to
there.
jump over this in order to,
No,
unless
I think we just go up.
go up north.
Yeah, go up.
So since this thing is going this way, right? If this were this hook here, which I don't think it is, we should go north, yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so we're going to go up. We get rid of 2 cards.
Why do you say 2? No. It's the place you're.
sorry.
It is the place you start on, right? Yeah, it's the place you start on.
Yeah, sorry.
So just quick before you do that. So movement in this game, there's so much thematical, but one of the things I remember loving about this is going to the snow areas where all of a sudden it's like 3 cards to move. It's like it gets so hard to walk around, right?
It felt so thematic because like we were in the snowy area and we'd gotten far enough and we're like, we're gonna die of starvation out here, and like was so terrifying. And we found something that fed us. I'm not gonna say what it was, just in case.
But just moving, like moving here in the jungle is like no problem. 1 card, 0 success. But you get to the snow, it's like 3
Some
cards,
of them
1
need
success.
successes,
Yeah,
and it's really scary.
Yeah, it is
And then you
scary.
start,
It's
the
genuinely
farther you
scary.
go, the more concerned that you start to think about getting back.
yeah.
If you have that fire, I think you can just travel for 1 back to the fire or something.
Well, yeah. It says
yeah,
it
you can
here,
go
it's
no.
-1 success to travel to where there's a fire. But the other thing is, when you're here, you could go here for a move. You can
you can
trace
go all
paths.
the way back.
Yeah, so you can
Yes,
trace
yes.
any path
Okay,
back,
so
but
this,
not through an obstacle. Okay,
this
yeah.
one. I mean, we're not doing this thing here, looking at the.
I'm happy to look.
I mean, it's.
I like looking.
It's 1 card.
I always like looking. Looking usually doesn't.
I
hurt me.
think my argument for this is that we do it because I'm trying to make my map.
Yeah, I will say this: that like it's likely we'll die, so like half our mission should be map building.
Yeah,
So I'm all
I mean,
for that.
earlier we had done so with the picking.
Yeah,
pictures.
although, you
Okay,
know,
so first
like
of all,
now,
I
if
just
once
wanna,
we
I just
leave
want to point
here-
out that
okay.
you should take
Oh,
this.
we've got something
in your
good
hand.
here. Think, huh? Randomly take 7 cards from the action deck, put 1 in my hand, shuffle the others back in. That's fantastic. Okay, I'm taking that.
So just as a quick note, this is you don't have to do it this way. But just for sake of ease, I think having your row of your hand cards, and then your items, which can build down,
Okay, not
might
bad
be a
idea.
way to do it.
I might just get rid of these. Don't
think you should.
We really need these.
I'll leave mine
We'll
so
put-
that we
I'll put 'em
have
up
some
here.
kind of reference.
Okay, good. So yeah, and here's the goat. I'm gonna put in there. So another thing we should say is the game takes a lot of table space, and the rules explicitly say if you build and run out of table space, you just get rid of some stuff further out, and
Yeah,
you'll have
which
to
is
rediscover.
kind of
it
terrible because
sometimes,
you have to
yeah.
go through all the rediscovering and stuff. So.
Although occasionally it might get you more food.
Yeah, but when the things go back into the past or banished, then the food gets
Banished
scarcer.
is out of the game, never coming back.
Yeah.
Past can come back.
Yeah, which hunting gets scarcer.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think
You want to move, you don't want to look. I'm always in favor
Oh yeah, yeah.
of
Look,
looking
look,
more.
look. Okay, so hold on. So hold on. First, we got to do this first.
Oh yeah.
So we do this together. Another forewarned is forearmed. Why don't you take it?
This is another reason to sort of spend some initial time
Yes, to gather up some stuff.
gathering stuff. And 2-player, three blues is the max.
Yeah. Okay, so 202, please.
202. Here we go. I will say, like this is a sort of meta comment, not something we've discussed before. But one of the things that's enjoyable about when we play these games together, and is enjoyable about 2-player co-ops, is like it's nice when
Each
I
have your
have
little
my job,
Yeah.
you have your job.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to read?
Yes, please.
You pass near a thicket of tall, pod-like plants that are swaying in a strange way despite the lack of wind. Interesting.
Yeah, these are the
When one
living
of them
plants.
snatches an unsuspecting bird out of the air, you realize that they are carnivorous plants. I can't remember what happens with these
I
things.
remember, don't F with them.
One of the plants appears to have something large inside its mouth.
I remember what's
Will
in
you
it.
try to carefully pull it out for use?
I remember
Pull
what
it out
it
or
is.
use force. So you can discard it and replace it with 174, which is 0 cards and 1 success, which we could do. Or we could just discard this. Well, you have to have a fire action. But if we had a fire, we could discard it and get a
If
207.
we don't have a fire, we can't discard. Okay, do you remember what's in that plant? Because I do.
I don't. What is it?
Well, it's a person. It's a dead body.
Oh, okay.
But I don't remember if we get like his limb or something. But he's dead in there. There's,
You don't wanna-
there's a dead adventurer.
But
in
he
there.
might have something handy.
I mean,
We could just, it's locked, so you can't. It has to be 1 success.
yeah. I mean, I'd do it.
We'd have to use our.
I don't remember how bad it is.
We'd have to use our forearmed as forewarned.
If you fail, it bites you. But yeah, we do have successes.
I don't like
We have to do
throwing
these
them
after.
away.
We do these after. We can use these afterwards.
So you may
Or-
discard this during the result step in order to apply the following.
Oh, so
effect.
that's nice. So we could just try to get one and throw one of these.
No, you don't try. We'll have to use one of those because.
Oh, it's a zero.
Zero,
That's
one,
a
yeah.
good point. That's pretty interesting. I wonder. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay either way. I mean, I know it's a dead body, but I don't remember what. I think we
Maybe
get
it's
one of his.
something useful.
I think we get his like femur or something.
Let's do it.
Femur is
Femur's a leg.
femur's leg.
Yeah.
Femur's
Do
Okay,
you want
we're
to throw?
gonna do it.
No, I would suggest throwing yours away because it has 3 stars. Mine only has 1.
So we could get it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So discard this and replace it with a 174 card.
You might be expecting if you're playing this game like, oh, it's all happy, but frequently bad things happen. Here we
More
go.
often than not. Your cunning trick works. Slowly, the carnivorous plant opens its gaping mouth, releasing its victim's desiccated corpse, which falls stiffly to the ground like an old bundle of sticks. Immediately after this is revealed, take a 211 card from the adventure deck. If
You know
available.
what 211 is, right? It's a bullshit experience, I think.
Well, that
Don't
would have
you
been
think?
was not worth the forewarned as
No,
forearmed
it's
for
not.
sure.
211?
Mm-hmm.
211 says, to your surprise, the plant has spat out a rotting human corpse. After dragging the dead body to a safe distance away from the lethal plant, you begin searching it. Whoa, look what we got. Look at that.
Double-barreled shotgun.
Wow, that was worth it. But do we have ammo for it?
Did you put that in the past?
I didn't. Did I do it? I think you did it.
Just making sure.
Yeah. Oh, I see that.
No, not you did it.
No, I think
No,
you
no,
should
no,
take
go ahead,
it.
go
You
ahead.
should take it. All right. So, but now you get two. Why does it say take up to 257s from the adventure? Oh, if there aren't, they're
Oh,
357.
357.
Notice 357.
Yeah,
rather
it's
than
pretty clever.
357?
So this will help us with fighting,
will.
hunting, or picking locks. Because you just shoot the lock.
2 of them. Up to 2.
Yeah, so that's my ammo is basically bullets. So this can go in our satchel.
This goes in our satchel,
Just to
right?
keep things orderly.
They're just ammo. Okay, in their satchel. I'll put that over
This
there.
is one of those situations where I'm like, well, it's for the viewers, Jesse, not for my personal OCD to keep everything neat and it's theirs.
Okay,
So, but this does flood me with crap.
That's pretty great.
But I mean, it's good to use to. I mean,
Look
it's
at that. 5
minus
successes.
5 and 5 successes.
That's amazing.
This is our hunting item.
What does this thing say over here?
If you want to apply the following effect, you must discard 1 card with the keyword ammunition, which is what we have over here. Okay, so that turned out to be really useful.
Amazing.
Okay. North.
Now,
I'm gonna
we
lead the. I'm gonna
took
lead the way
A
from now
to
on.
11. That might not, like, if you played this game again, you might not get that when you look inside
Ooh,
it.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
Do you want to go north? I'll be leading from now on. Yes, since I have the
So
shotgun.
now we get rid of this.
Well, let
Like
me
you
see.
can't,
Whoa,
you
let me
can't
see.
do it again, right? Or just
This
or
stays
does it
here
just
just
stay
like this,
here?
doesn't it?
Okay, yeah,
I
I
believe.
think you're right. It stays there, and we don't do it again. We can't
Right,
do
correct.
it again.
It tells immediately when it was revealed, and that's it.
Right,
So
okay.
in other words, like these, these take up the spaces if they have the arrows, they
right,
stay.
Right.
Okay, so I'll lead from now on. You want to show us this one here?
Yep.
I'm getting north, right? We're going north.
Yeah. Okay. So what card do you need?
No,
you're
we're
just
doing
turning
this.
over. Okay.
Shortcut. Tangled wall of vegetation conceals a hidden path that winds away among gnarled trees and thorny bushes. We can do -2. Discard this.
What does that mean?
Just means you get.
Oh, throw away 2 cards. You don't. I don't know why it doesn't say 0 like normally.
That is weird.
Oh, because we can leave it out if we want. We can leave it out.
Oh, because I see what it is. So if we wanted to move here, we'd get -2. We could use this action, so we could go to here, and it wouldn't cost us anything.
Wait, say that again. I'm trying to remember.
It means you have this ability while this is attached to this tile. So if we wanted to move here, we would just do that for free, right? And then we'd get rid of it. We'd take the shortcut.
Yeah, yes.
So it's just like the fire before,
Oh,
right?
that's clever. Okay,
Yeah. But I
so
think
we
we
could
gotta get-
export and get rid of it so that we can move up there.
just do
Or
0.
if we leave from here, as you say,
We
we
can
would
go that
subtract 2. We
we
can
could go
leave here for free.
But this is the direction we want to travel, so it's kind of pointless. We just get rid of it, I think. I mean, what do you... I mean, we could also just keep going north that way.
I mean, it would give us a free way to move off this tile to here and look around here.
I mean, but the goal is to go north, so I don't see why we would do that. We would be saving 2 just to come back to. What's the point?
No, maybe we wouldn't go 2. Maybe we'd go this way. But okay. Yeah, I could.
It's up to you. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, it's the same thing.
I mean, I want to come here and look here, so maybe like take the opportunity. Like this will go away anyway.
Throw it away.
So
Yep,
into
so
the past.
Into the past. Yep.
Okay.
You
So
can
that was a free.
keep those together just so it's we have more room for the table here.
Is that okay with you, Greg? Or do you want me to move these a little?
It is bothering me that it's
Like do it like this? Is this all right, or do you want it here?
I'm just
is
saying
this,
we
should I
gotta keep.
line
This is the
up?
main. This is the main
Yes.
event, Jesse.
Okay, it's true. All right, so
Do you want to give us? Oh, so that's discarded. So we can actually put 264 here now. Now that that's
is that what we do?
yeah, but we've
Oh,
moved
yeah,
to here.
turn
But we
to-
have moved to here. So
Sure, 264.
and then we can start looking into. You arrive near the border of a forest where you can hear all manner of insects and animal sounds. Okay, well that's good for hunting, but this is not the hunting tile. And looking at this, 141.
Oh, you see a card. Okay, so show that to the put it so they can
So
see
we
it.
can see there's a 141 up in their corner here,
No, I
which
can't
means we
see
get
it.
to put that out. I'm gonna leave this aside. Is that okay, Jesse? That I can
We swap it, or we just we
swap it.
Swap it.
put 141 instead. I'm gonna put that aside so I can add it to my map, and I'll do that. I think when
Okay.
we'll
Here's
have to break at
141.
some point.
So just to show you, when it is a card that you find,
Mm-hmm.
there's usually a thumbnail on it. Not all, there has to be a thumbnail where you came
Thumbs up.
from to confirm to you
Or
that
a
you've done
thumbs
the
up.
right thing.
The thumbnail's attached to a thumbs up, to a
It's
thumb. which
thumbs
is-
up. While weaving your way through an entanglement of creeping plants and old twisted trees, you find a passage to the north that you had not initially seen.
pretty
So it's similar to what you saw, and
It has a lot of
it's
icons.
a lot of vegetation.
But
It's
there's a lot of
got-
icons to
yeah,
build
lots
things.
of stuff there. How does it differ
We
from
haven't
that
really,
one? Like if we
haven't
hadn't
really
seen
built
it,
quite a lot.
what's new?
It
Oh,
has
way
an up,
north.
We can go north.
Yes.
So I'm gonna make just a quick observation that my guess is that this is the better way to go because we've been rewarded for having looked around. So
Don't forget, for 2 we can be right back on here.
I think we should.
Let's look around first.
Okay.
Let's look around.
All right.
Build your map out.
I'll look here.
Okay. What card? Oh, I keep forgetting. You just turn it over.
Pit trap.
Ouch.
The involved character. The ground suddenly collapses under your feet. Hole you fall into is not very deep, but it is full of sharp, pointed bamboo canes that gnash your skin in many places. The involved characters may discard 2 cards with the keyword vigilance from their hands and/or inventories. Nope. In order to discard this immediately, otherwise the active player takes a 105 card.
All right. Well, we don't have
This is
2
an
vigilance.
impulsive thing.
So first we have to do this, right? And then we must do this.
So the problem is I'm going to get a 105 card, but then I'm going to get an exhaustion as well if I don't do this successfully.
Correct. But first you gotta...
But only the first player does that, correct?
The involved characters can discard 2 cards. So the
Okay.
first part we could both team up, but we don't have 2 vigilance.
Either way, we're going to have to
You
do
do
that.
have 1 vigilance.
I'm not giving up my forearm this far.
Okay, well I don't have another one anyway. Okay, so first thing is you have to take a 105.
Terrible.
Do you remember what condition 105 is?
I'm pretty sure it's just going to be bloodied or something. Look at that, bloodied.
Ooh, bloody. Okay.
So-
And you need to sail on a ship to
So
get
I
rid
put
of
up
it,
there. Yeah.
apparently.
Okay,
Okay.
well, so I get this, which means we discard 1, right?
No, it'll have a special. Remember, there's 2 red hands. There's a plain red hand, and there's a red hand that says throw away cards.
Oh,
That
yes,
one
yes,
doesn't.
yes, okay.
So you don't have to do anything.
So then I need to do this, which is, well, we can.
Now we need to do that.
An action involved characters and only them must take.
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so we
Okay.
need to draw
What
at
is it
least.
when it's just you?
I don't think there is. Is there a solo?
I think it says
Like, it'll
that-
say
the leader.
The leader. Yeah.
Okay, so we could. It's not locked.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna draw 2 cards, hoping for 2 successes. What's 2 cards and 2 successes? 45%.
Right. No, but let me clarify the rules because this is important. There's 2 ways you can adjust. If it doesn't have the lock, you can draw less cards and increase the difficulty. But notice this says 2+. We can always decide we're going to draw 8 cards to help us success.
Correct. Yes.
So
But
we're going to
that's
draw at
deadly.
least 2, and we want 3 successes. So the question we have to decide now is how many cards do we want to draw?
We have this. So 2 successes.
Where'd the goat go? Yes, this is my job. All right, if we want 2 successes, if we draw 3 cards, we'll get a 75% chance, and 4 cards gives us a 90% chance.
That's using the forward.
So if we use that to give us a bonus one, then
We don't want to draw 101, so that's terrible.
It is terrible.
That stays with you.
That's true, but it's not the worst thing in the world, is it?
I think we draw 4 cards.
And also one of us would get paranoid if we
That's true.
fail because we're doing it together.
All right, 4
So
cards.
how many cards? No. 4 cards plus 1 would give us a 97%. That's
Yeah.
overkill. 3 cards,
75%.
1 gives us
Like
a
it?
90% chance. So we're drawing 3 cards. Yes.
Yeah.
1 success, 2 success,
3
3
successes.
success. You don't need to use your card.
That's great. Now,
All right. Now we get to keep one of these.
a shovel, war paint. We never take that. Knowledge is power. No way. The shovel is.
Oh, knowledge is power. This is what gets you experience. We hate that. Shovel. This is what we need. We need shovels.
You know, we never take the war paint and the stealthy items, but they definitely.
They do trigger our
Now hold on.
special
What's your
stuff.
special power is?
I can throw away a stealth and take an aggressive from the discard pile, which
This is
which-
aggressive. You
and
could-
so is this. So is the gun.
That's not the discard pile. It goes out of play. It goes into the past.
It does?
Banished.
No.
It gets banished.
Oh,
This is an item that will get banished. It says right here, banished.
oh. So some of the powerful ones leave your thing. All right. So
We like it.
I like
Do
the
you
shovel.
want the shovel?
I like the shovel. Sure, I'll take a shovel. Now the question is, shall I combine it with this? Does it have the same keyword? No. So I'm not going to combine it.
Okay. Is it 4 uses? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that was good. We get a 3, 3 which is
That's
experience,
gonna be experience.
and then can you get out also?
So 1 experience.
Whoa.
point.
Oh yeah, 220. Sorry, I thought we did it.
When you need to spend experience points, okay. An event from your previous expedition comes to your mind. Your team once spent a whole day making a stretcher to carry Emil Z. As a matter of fact, the closest trees were over 3 miles away from where he had broken his leg. Oh. Okay, so this is going into our satchel, sort of. I'll just put it over
You
there.
can, yeah, whatever
I
you
don't really need it. I'll stack them up.
want. Can we have 220, please?
220. There you go. Here's a 220.
A pool of water seems to have collected underneath one of the larger trees to the north. It might be a prime water source for the local fauna. This
Hunting
is where it
grounds.
is. That's hunting.
Yeah.
So we don't need it yet.
Any special stuff?
No.
Okay.
So we don't need it yet, but it's great actually to know that that's where the hunting is exactly. And then I'll need a 3. Okay, so my advice. If you want my advice, I'd say we were taking the long way around. We should go down to the mines of Moria. My cousin Ballard would give us a royal welcome.
Okay, you're mixing your war here.
Milk's
I'd like to look over here.
Well, I was going to suggest
not
going
me.
2 up to here and going north.
You can't go 2 up to here. You could go 2 this way.
2 to here.
Yeah, but I kind of want to look around more. Don't you want to build your map?
Well, I kind of do, but I also don't want to, like, die. I'd like to...
But now that we know the hunting grounds, we probably should stay a little close to the hunting grounds until we...
Well, I was thinking we should
Hunting
go
them.
towards the... Look at this map. I'm just going to make an argument.
I remember we had this discussion before. I always want to explore and look around more.
Here's my argument. Or my pitch. We could look what's here, and then 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 just keep going in that direction. But what we need to do, according to our map, is go north. So there's always going to be more to look at. Okay, until we get to the river, and then it'd be crossing the river, which is suicidal. So, in my opinion, we should go, because the map suggests north, and we found the secret way to go north, that we should go north rather than continually go this direction.
Okay.
Did we look at this? No.
No. I'm going to agree that we go north, but I say we look first before, like, don't go
Wait,
more
hold on,
this
hold
way.
on.
Let's just
Did
look.
we actually? No, we would have replaced it with that card, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to look here, and then I'm agreeing that we go this way. Like, I'm agreeing with your decision about where to go. I just want to look.
But not
before
going
I
to
go.
that thing.
Correct.
This reminds me of the cave a little bit. Jesse's
But
cave.
we're not going into it yet. Now, this is normally where
I
Greg...
did notice you didn't
this
say
is
yet.
This is normally where Greg makes me promise that no matter how good this card is, I will not go in it. Like, if we discover a pot of gold, I have to promise that we're not
Like,
going that
sign here,
direction.
sign here, initial here, initial here. Okay, good. We'll look at that tile. And then Jesse's like,
I never agree.
Go.
I never agree.
all right, I'm leading the way because I have the shotgun, as always, right now. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
From now on, I'm leading
It's
until
true. It's true.
Ogrish cap, large panther. This is what I said. Is looking at these is dangerous. I
Did you
always
say, I don't remember.
I
you
said it
saying that this
earlier.
time. Okay.
I did say it earlier.
Okay.
A large panther-like cat with freakishly long claws is poised on a low-hanging tree limb. Ready to pounce. So we must take this action.
Wow, 6 successes.
Well, you're going to get rid of one of my
You're gonna use your shotgun to blast it.
Yes,
That's
I have
good.
to.
We're gonna get some good food from this guy.
Let's hope so. So I want you to take the.
Do we? Is there always an issue like there's not enough to eat? Like there's? Do we get the food? No, we get the food from here, so we could stock up on food. All right. So
We always take the best food, and sometimes when you get through that, that's it. That's all there is.
and this is just experience. But
Okay, so can you get rid of one of the ammunition?
hold on.
Or I'm
First,
sorry,
we get to. We have to take at least 2. So let's.
you have to decide to use this.
You have to decide ahead. Oh yeah, you have to decide to use that.
So I'm
All right,
gonna
you are
use
going to
this.
use this.
It's -5 cards.
So we
which
have to draw
means
any cards.
Well, we could use my forewarned and one of these bullets to kill this thing, which is insane. We could just get rid of a card, hoping that it's a thing, so I don't have to get rid of a forewarned.
No wait. If you use this,
Oh, it's
we don't
and
have
or.
to
No,
draw
we
any.
have to draw because it's and or.
yeah.
Oh, and or.
That means we don't have to draw any cards.
Yes, but we still need a success, which means I
Oh,
have to use
because you're
something.
5. Sorry, I
That's
missed
okay.
that. You need 6, and we've got 5.
Correct.
Okay, fine.
So get rid of one card.
Get rid of one card. Wait. You don't want to throw away this, right? So maybe draw 2 cards.
I'm just saying draw one card, then we can keep the item.
If
Because
you
2
draw
cards is just
one card,
more.
it's 55%. Okay.
I mean,
that's good.
every card we throw away is counting the clock out to death. Mm-hmm. You like it or no? Actually, we have to use and or, so we would have to.
No.
It's 2+, right? Okay, so I'm throwing this.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Is you okay with that?
Wait, no, you're right. This is important. If we used your -5,
We can.
we can still draw as many as we want.
Correct.
Okay. So just one.
So in
more.
this case, we would be doing 7 cards minus, or excuse me, 4 more cards. We'd just be drawing 4 and then -5. So 6 minus 5 is 1.
Right. We just need 1 success.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean 1 card's okay.
This is our clock.
I know,
The
but
more we-
I don't want you to lose this
I know, but
when
the
it's
more
so
we whittle
easy.
this away, it
You sure you don't want to draw 2?
I'm happy with 1.
Okay.
Whittles it.
All right. Good work. You got it.
Okay, it's a raft,
Ooh, that's nice.
which
Raft
is
very
great.
useful.
Oh, I forgot.
What?
This isn't built yet. This is in your hand.
Oh, that's a great point.
Okay, I'm glad I remember that now.
That's
okay,
a great point.
I'll take it
That's
since
tricky.
I have.
That's why I'll put these
Or do you
down.
want to take it? It doesn't. One of us is gonna have 3.
Well, it's in your hand. That's right. Okay.
Of course, look at this. It requires rope and wood. We're on a wood right now, so maybe we can.
We are.
Okay, so this
that's
thing
a
is
good point.
dead.
That's a good point to remember. Like you should build them when you can build
Can I
them.
have a
you
1?
killed it. Okay, good work, Greg. You shot it. Unfortunately, you lost one of your ammunition.
One of the ammunition, which is really.
Yeah,
really
there's your 1. Look what you got yourself.
So
It's not built, right?
no, this is an
Oh,
item that's already done.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
build these.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so can we go and you go get
You
161?
spent your gun,
Mm-hmm.
and
We
this
kept
is
the
in. You
wrap.
keep this in your hand. Okay.
And then we do 161, please.
161. Okay.
Okay, so we only
I'll
have
read
4 cards in our thing, by the way.
In our what? In our discard.
Yes. So I mean,
We're doing pretty
we're
well.
not building fire yet, but
The vegetation, though still somewhat dense, has given way to a little more open space in this area. You notice the remains of a camp not too far from a precipice. So, if I remember correctly, do you know what happens in the camp? Do you remember what
I
the
think
camp
that's
was?
how we use our experience.
That's right, and we don't really have any. I mean, we got 1, but not
Yeah.
much.
There's no other reason to go this
Let's
way.
see if there's anything.
It's also against the river, thank God. Otherwise, Jesse would say, "Let's keep
All right,
going."
but
with
now we have to change our plans and go to the camp, right? Because we're right near it. We might as.
this is a joke.
It's a joke, yeah. We don't really
Uh,
need the camp. We don't really need the camp.
Okay, so here we are on
Yeah.
the on our path here at the path.
We've discovered a camp, and we know there's hunting grounds nearby.
I think we wait on that. I mean, like I said, we only have 4 cards
You
here,
got some food.
and I can put 3 of these in right now. So
It is a good point. I almost forgot. Like, if we got a lot of food right now, it wouldn't help us. Like, it'd just be cluttering up our hand.
it would.
Although
yeah.
you can dump that fruit.
And here's the thing. I kind of remember or think that we have to go out and back and out and back and out and back. So I kind of feel like we're gonna go by here again.
There's
so
some river here, it looks like.
yeah, don't you remember? There's
Yeah, we
there's like a
cross
natural
over at
border.
some
Yeah, there's a
point.
bridge that
Yeah,
you have to like
yeah.
jump across or something. But there's a natural barrier here, a natural barrier. I think there's like a couple of natural lines, and this is the river that's, thank God, keeping us from continually exploring this way. We have to go in there.
All right.
So
You wanted to go up here. Let's do it.
I think that we do. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a walk of 2.
Yeah, that's correct. 2. And that's because it's one continuous line. So we've got Lucky Star, which sucks, or the pole. which is actually can be quite. Sorry, I should put them flat. I mean, definitely not going to use this because the lucky 7 thing is not. Although, if we had the raft, do you have any lucky 7s? You have this too, so that might be worth considering. But we could build the pole, which is good for.
Now the other thing is,
things.
do you have anything that combines with skill? So this does combine with skill. So if you were to build one and then the other, you could bump up the die.
Okay, so I'll take this and I'll throw this away. How's that?
What's that one?
This secondary route.
Yeah, I don't even. That's pretty. Yeah,
Okay.
put that star back in.
Okay, good.
Whoa, what did you do? Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you just threw one.
just kept the pole.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so now we're here, and now we do have a wood and a leaf.
But we should put something here. There should be something here. 2 7 a 3 card. There's a 3 card that goes here.
I can't, have we just like not have I been failing at my
Have
task?
we forgot to put it out?
Did I forget or did
I
we
don't
actually
remember.
do it?
No, if we had done it,
We would have put the
flipped it.
thing out. Yeah.
Well, I'd like to look in there now.
Okay, well,
Although, is there
I was just
is
gonna
it worth
say,
building? You can build that for free.
No, it's
Yes.
rope. Oh yes, I see it. Yes. So let's do that. I'll build this, but I have to get rid of something here. So why don't I use this to put 3 of those cards back in?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, this thing is useless. I don't need this.
It
We're not
is.
going to eat it. I don't
It
want to
is.
be like have dysentery
Yeah,
for the
don't-
entire trip.
Okay,
here.
so Greg is eating some crabs.
It's
a
weird. It's like a
0,
crab,
0.
but it's a
So
crab.
if we wanted to,
It's a crab and it's a leg with a bone in it.
Ooh, I didn't even notice that.
It's
before.
3 random cards, right?
Oh, it's just some random stuff we found. Yeah, take 3 cards or 6 if you have the fire resource.
Well, that's what I was saying. But I think at this point it's okay to get rid
Well,
of it.
hold on. Before you do that, before you quite do that, we don't have anything to make fire, right?
Correct. We're
If
not making
only
a
we
fire.
had
now.
left that fire here, we could have gone and done it.
It was the best decision at the time. For 3 more cards, and it would have cost us 3 cards to like do whatever.
We
else.
would have had a fire. Okay, but that's all right. It's 3. You did the 3?
I want to, yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. So I'm gonna
And we're choosing
Grab
to draw.
3 cards.
We're choosing to draw 0 cards.
correct.
That
So
goes
I'm
in
doing
the
that, and then I'm building this for.
Normally you'd have to draw at least 5, but you -3, -2.
Yeah, because on this tile
Uh-huh.
I've managed to find some wood and some and some rope.
Raft would be great if we
These,
find the way
by
to
the
do
way,
it.
you sleeving these cards was amazing.
Yeah, we gotta do. When we buy the Kickstarter, you can buy like 2,000 sleeves with it and sleeve everything. But there's so
This
there's
is an
like-
odd sized card for sure.
Yeah, but there's so many cards. The idea of sleeving all of them is just terrifying.
That's insane.
But shuffling the ones that you use here,
Most often is very useful. Yeah. Okay, so I built my raft.
which is a great card.
Should we do this?
Definitely. I just wanted to see if
This isn't good, by the way. I was just looking. It's not climbing. It's only good for
it's for walking.
walking, sea, or balancing.
But you
Which
can
makes
say it's not that good. But look, every time we walk,
No. It's good. It's good. But
although you wouldn't use that, you don't want to use up a pole.
yeah, I'm just telling you that I
Yeah,
was
it's
looking
not
at it in terms
Uh-huh.
of climbing, but that's not climbing.
All right.
Of course, the raft is good for.
All right,
okay.
so let's flip this over. You want to look at it since you are.
I always go first because I have the shotgun.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay,
Okay,
so
here we
let's
go. Oh, what's that? It's a
Still
green
standing.
card.
At some point in the future, you know that you will have to draw on your reserves. What you do not know is whether you will be able to push yourself to the limit when the time comes. If you have more than 4 damaged cards in your hand, take a 351 and banish this.
Okay, but you don't, so you get this in your hand. Right? It's a side quest. What is that about?
That's so weird.
It's a green card, so it goes in your hand. You're allowed to hold 3 green cards. But how can it go in your hand if it's a white card? This is a little confusing, but I think it goes in your hand.
It does.
And you just play it whenever you want, as soon as you get more than 4 red cards. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. We've never seen
don't
that one
think we
before.
haven't seen
Anything that I don't think we've seen one that really just comes directly in your hand.
And I don't remember what a 351 is.
I don't know. Have any idea either.
Okay, so
We need 271. By the way, I gave up drawing my map for now. I'm gonna just draw it complete when we get to maybe when we turn the camera off, just to
Okay.
keep the game flowing.
271. Towards the east, the ground slopes gently and turns sandy. A few frail trees are the only vegetation there, and they greatly contrast with the colorful and luxuriant forest to the west.
We were supposed to go north, by the way. That was the whole point. This card had.
Well,
to go
we
north.
forgot to roll this out, and we must have just decided to look at
Yeah,
it.
which was a mistake. We should have been going north.
I do not remember this card I don't remember ever seeing this card.
Well, we can pray
Look
to
at this
that.
weird jutted rock. A
No.
weird blue tree.
No, I do remember this, and I'll tell you why. It's because I think, from what I remember, that this is the coast, right? And that
Look what I see here.
what snow.
Snow.
Yeah, and then I think that there's, from what I remember, and I could be wrong, but I think that there's a coast here. There's like a way to get onto the island here, or the continent here, and then way up north there's snow, and then there's like the northernmost, call it a port. This is there's kind of a port here where you can get onto the island. So I remember that there are other smaller islands in the continent, and that you can the only ways to get onto the continent are from a couple different points.
You
and
can
that's one of
pray
them.
here. Okay,
Yeah,
so I'd like
I
to make a
think-
suggestion. I would like
not
us to
gonna
move
like
on to here because I want to build the shovel, and that stone helps me build it very cheaply.
Okay, so how
So
many
really
how
would-
many does it?
I would
does it
only
have
have to pay. I would only have to pay one.
But if
Draw
we-
one card
Can
to
I
build
can
it.
I show you this? It's going to cost you 4. It's
You need to
going to
walk over there.
2.
But
one.
then, first of all, bring out this card. It's a 7 or an 8. I need my glasses again. It's an 8.
Oh, sorry. Everything else has been 3, right? So can I just tell you this? You're gonna spend 3 cards.
If we didn't have to walk over to it, but don't you want to see what this is over here?
How about
I don't understand how Greg never wants to look. He's like, there's a cave
No,
with a picture of a dragon. Nah, I'm not curious.
because we've just
Look
Jesse
at
and I
that
just,
sunset.
Jesse and I. That's an inside joke between us. I'm always like, oh wow, look at this beautiful sunset. Like I'll go on and on and on. Like look at this shooting star, and Jesse will be like, whatever. I've seen him. Now
So when it comes to the game,
we played
that's
this
how you are.
game originally, and we went all over the map. We just explored everything, thinking this is going to help us, and then we realized that you just play on the same map all the time, and so that was fun. We got it kind of out of our system. Then the next time we played, we thought, well, listen, we know you could just go forever in any one direction, so let's just go where you're supposed to go, right? And that's kind of the thing. So what I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to be right there.
Okay, what?
It's a couple of like little rocks, I'm pretty sure. There's like water and maybe a couple rocks, and it has some symbol there that will allow you to go and staircase it and allow you to leave this and like go to another
This
spot.
is where you could get into the boat.
Yeah, I
Well,
believe
you do have a raft, too, Greg.
because we definitely are supposed to leave this area. Look at the rocks. This is where we're supposed to be.
But look at this path. Like, don't you want to see if praying? Like, what is you're praying to who? Why are you praying there? Isn't that weird?
Oh, is there a gravestone there? There is. There's a grave there. Go ahead and pray there, Jesse, and we'll see the ghost
Praying
come
at the
out.
grave is a bad idea. Believe me. Is there really a graveyard? Oh yeah, look at that.
You never want to
Well,
do that.
we should say, just because we prayed and got an angry ghost at one point, can you read that discard pile thing? Because that actually has to do with graves.
Okay. Each involved character may discard any number of no, you just do take a when the grave can be seen on your terrain card. Each involved character may discard any number of cards with the keyword will from their hand and or inventory. For each card discarded this way, randomly take 2 cards from the discard pile and shuffle them back into the action deck.
So
And then you take and then if you fail, you take 6, 6, 6.
So being at a grave, we have a special ability. Can you show me that? When you play this game, I think this was a Kickstarter expansion. So you actually can play with either side, and both tell you something
So you're gonna
special
throw
when you
away
find
like
a
2
grave.
cards, and you're gonna take 2 other cards and throw them in. Now, this forewarned would be great to do, but I mean, essentially, you're doing this. I don't know. It seems insane to me, and also the fact that we got a ghost last time and it just hurt us.
He did hurt us.
Jesse, this
But
is
just
not the
because
game for
what
an
I'm saying
ADD
is, like,
person.
if we prayed once and got an angry ghost, so we're never gonna pray again.
No, it just doesn't suit us. I don't think right now.
I
What-
agree, but I still think we should look at this card.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
That's the way off the island.
Don't you want to see, like, you're gonna make a map? Like, this is gonna be like, we're gonna die eventually. Wouldn't you rather have a good, nice,
Well,
good map?
I mean, we could win it. We played this before and lost.
Well, I'll tell you what. Like, I don't mind looking at this before I make a decision about this. We might as well look at that. That's where you want to go. But I feel like that's the trade-off. Like, I'll let you tell us where to go. But I just want to have a look around.
telling us
before
where
you
we're
go.
going.
I'm just saying, I'm letting you
Sure.
hack the path. But I'd like to look around a little before
Let's look here.
Okay.
I'll lead.
Okay.
I'm kind of wondering if the psychology of Jesse in this game now is like, as long as something shiny comes out here, maybe we'll just keep going in that direction.
No,
Because when this comes out, there's going to be fog of war around it, too.
Yeah, that's true. Oh.
Threat. You stumble over a tripcord that stretches between 2 shrubs. a shrubbery. A dart immediately shoots past and ends up in a tree trunk a few inches from your face. You feel that there might be more traps in the surrounding area.
Yikes.
So you just we can decide to avoid it altogether, or there's some luck you manage not to set off any
we
of the traps.
must do this now. If we succeed,
Oh, I
we
see.
just
I see.
avoid
You're
it.
correct. You're correct. Okay. I don't know why I keep forgetting that.
That's hard. It's tricky. But so we must do it. But we can draw as many as we want. How many guaranteed successes do we have in hand? One.
One.
What about
No,
you?
you have a think. That's
What does
different.
that
That's
mean?
not a success. It means you look at the top 7 and take something.
Oh yeah, these don't count for that.
So I have nothing that can help me in this thing. I mean, can you tell me what the odds are for 2 cards?
Yeah, I mean we don't have to draw any, but if we want to get 2 successes, if we draw 3 cards, we have a 75% chance.
That's so much.
Well, it's not that much if we want to eat efficiently.
Can I just explain? Can I just tell you something for a moment, like, or put
Remind
something
me?
takes?
Take something away.
No, I want to like make an example of something. Can you hand me those cards, please?
We should
Can
remember
you hand
that.
me the past for a second? Okay. Every time you look at one of these things, okay, we've got an ogreish cat. We have a pit trap. Okay, we've got some stuff that's either not counting these things. There's just stuff that's ambivalent, right? These things. And now we have this threat. So anytime you look at one of these, you're taking your energy and you're having to deal with potential problems.
Okay, you found 2 bad ones and 3 good ones.
No, I found 2 middling ones and 3 bad ones.
You found there's a good one.
That's not. This came off of the
okay.
killing the cat.
All right, 2 bad ones.
2,
And then
3
3.
bad ones. I'm just telling you that all those things are milling
are
this
risks,
deck,
yeah.
which is our life, and it's not. It's, and that's not the challenges of the board itself. So now we're gonna mill 3 more cards, right? And then
Because we want to.
I think we do 2 and we risk my forewarned.
Really? 3 is only a 75% chance. I think we do 3 and risk your forewarned.
But this is exactly why I think you can't go around like all day doing this. Okay, well we got actually only 2 successes because look, these don't link up. Although we have a flint, we have an on the hunt, and we have panpipes, which we've never built. Okay, let's just see what this one is for you. If footprints can be seen on a chain card, you may take the following action.
That's pretty good.
That's incredible.
Some hunting whenever there's
Yes,
footprints.
I think yes.
All right, so but are you
Fire
using your
is
thing to
good.
make us pass?
Wait, how many do we need? Just 2.
Oh, we only need 2.
Oh, wait, yeah, because look, 1, 2. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we succeeded. So we just
Do you want that or you want the flint?
Oh, we do need fire.
But we aren't hunting at all.
No fire.
You don't think this is good?
I think it's great, but we need fire.
But this allows you to hunt at any time.
But without fire,
All right, we'll take the fire.
I don't know. I mean, it's my
Go.
card. You,
Yeah, go ahead. Pick what you want. Take what you want. Can I throw the panpipes away at least?
let's do flint. That way.
Jesse's like, let's
Yeah.
get the panpipes. But
There
we're
was
starving
only
to
one
death.
of us who insisted on playing music to their little friend in a previous game, and it wasn't me.
That
Okay,
was
so we
Elisa.
avoided this entirely. That goes in the past.
And then we need 214.
Even though it's a. Yeah. Okay. Then we need
214. Let's keep
Greg,
Josie on the
we'll
hot
talk. We'll tell you about Greg's musical.
spot. I found a little
Adventure.
friend. Actually, you got a friend in the last one we
I
played.
did.
I think we've each gotten a pet.
But no one required as much energy as Greg's egg.
Oh my god, that thing was
Where
like...
each time Greg had to play
Donald,
a
it was
song.
Donald.
It was Donald.
It was a duck, I think, or a
It was
platypus.
a
or something.
telepathic duck.
Oh,
The
okay.
frontal edge of a massive glacier slopes down from the north onto the carpet of a luxuriant forest. So guess what? Here comes the snow, which almost killed us. Although there is one cool thing. In our first playthrough, we went into the snow and we found this weird diagram that had it was like a picture of a creature, and we could not figure out how to get this creature, but we subsequently learned what you have to do to get that creature.
I don't
Okay.
have any memory of that.
You remember, like, there's a drawing of a penguin type creature in the snow, and we couldn't figure out how to do it. Like, we got some hint about it, and we couldn't figure out how to do it. But then I did learn afterwards what we
What,
should
you
have
looked
done.
it up or something?
I think I did look it up.
That's no bueno.
All right. So, anything interesting going on here? I just see snow and these
No.
weird blue trees.
I mean, bamboo is good because I like to build my pole.
Where do you see bamboo?
I'm just saying bamboo would be good. And you want to build, but we're not going
I
to build
like
a
bamboo and flint.
but you don't want to build the fire right now.
Well, this is not to build
First of
fire.
all,
this is to let me later build fire.
Let me see a second. No, put a fire figure into place.
No, this is to trigger this action to put a fire. So first I have to build this,
yes,
then
I
later,
see,
whenever
yeah.
we want.
Oh, okay. So you need a stone.
So we need a stone. I
But
do
remember,
see some
keep
stone
them
over
in a
here.
line just so they can
Yeah,
people can see easily what was in our hand.
I'm at max 3 blue. That's
Yeah, I
another
know.
reason to build
You
that
could use
sooner.
think. Should we see what's here?
Yes, we should come here and see what's at these two.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't go this way. You can only go this way to this.
What are you talking about?
You cannot
Oh,
do
that's
that here.
weird.
It has to be
That's weird. Well,
because you can't put
if
this
you whichever way you want to go,
that way.
then we should go to here first and look. You're just gonna give this up, huh?
Okay. Yes, I do agree with that because like I feel like every single time you go anywhere, if we went out to check this out, you know what it does? It brings in another one, and then it brings in another one. I mean, if you want to say, look, let's just build the map and not play and not try to win the curse.
Well, I want to do both. But I really
don't
don't
think you
want.
can
Can I
do
point out that there's no up this way? We have to go this way.
Yeah, I am curious to see if this what happens here.
You
because
know what's up here? That's the snow where we almost died. But we do know what to
that
do.
map, please. Okay, so old paved road.
That's the.
But this isn't useful for that, right? Like
No, I mean no. It's
Is it?
not.
I
That's
mean,
different.
like-
No, that's not the paved road.
I can't remember what we were. Man, if we'd played
Here's
this
the old
sooner-
paved road, by the way. Here's the old
I
paved
was hoping
road.
Josie wouldn't see that. I mean, we're not leaving the island, so I feel like it's absurd to go over there.
Oh, I think that's fair enough. A good point. But it's based on you thinking that's the way we leave the island.
I'm just
I
telling you
don't
what I
really
remember.
disagree. I don't really disagree. But I tell you one thing. I know what's up there, and that's
Is the
snow.
snow.
That's not where we're trying.
No, actually, I do have to tell you
You
this.
do think it's up by the snow?
I'm.
You remember
It's
seeing
hard
some
to
old
remember
paved
because
road?
we played 3 of these and we played multiples of each. But I feel like there was one of the things that we had to do was one in the snow. Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
I don't think it was. I think there's. From what I remember, I think there's snow, and then there's like another thing of snow up there, and I think it's the closer snow. But let me just look at this real fast.
Oh, you're reading the curse. So while you're looking at that, I'll just make a point. I do think one of these days we're going to do an episode on like how to play cooperatively, like how to compromise, how to work together as a team. And one of the things is, choosing your battles. And I'm ready to go up to the snow. I'm ready to join you. Let's go. Enthusiastically. Let's check out
Well,
that snow.
I'm just saying from what I remember from the last. Now, given that we've played this before, this scenario before, the only thing I would suggest
I'm
is
already
that, like,
convinced. I don't know who you're convincing.
well, but I don't want you to feel like I'm pulling you away from checking out that fog of war.
I don't.
Which is exactly what I'm doing, but
No, I mean, when we're done here, when we die or when we leave, we'll either write down or take a picture of both so we know if we do it again, we might need to. We'll probably be back here eventually. If that's
Oh,
important,
yeah.
we'll be back here.
okay.
So let's try going up the snow while we're healthy.
2.
So that's a 1 draw. A 1. 1. Leaving
Oh, yes,
from here,
yes,
it's a 1.
Okay, camouflage outfit.
Ooh, that's exciting. I can't hold any more blue cards.
I can.
You can. Yeah.
I'm gonna put my green up
Let's
here.
be careful though. Let's use these cards. Let's get these built so they're not cluttering up my hand too much.
Okay, yeah, all right. So we have rope. Is there anything you can build?
Not with my rope. No, I need stone,
Here's something interesting, actually.
which is over here.
This thing, I can actually use if I build something with aggressiveness. It goes under here. This only has 1 more shot, but I'll actually gain 2 more pips on
You
it.
still need your ammunition though, to shoot it. You
I
use it
understand
for
that.
other things.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
what I'm saying is I'm getting a net gain of 2 pips from whatever I built it with on this.
That's true.
item.
That's true.
Okay, and we could also find more ammunition. I doubt we will, but it's possible. Okay, so shall we do this? I'll lead the way.
Yep.
Flying killers.
That doesn't sound good.
Beautiful, colorful butterflies are fluttering nearby. You have heard about these specimens before and had better be careful. They do not hesitate to use their large, razor-sharp wings as a formidable defense when threatened. So this is locked. We can do 1-to-1 with the stealth thing and discard this. Otherwise,
Or we can choose to do 1-3.
which is if at least, but that's not locked.
That's not locked.
But it doesn't say plus.
Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
So
I don't think we can. Well, why would we increase it?
yeah, I don't know. Okay, so if at least one character has on the terrain card, this is attached to is bloody.
Now,
Oh, I have to do it. I have to do that.
you have to.
No,
do
no,
it
you could do it on your own. So, in other words, okay, so this is here,
Right. Okay. Right. Okay.
right? And so you,
On this terrain card, so I have to go.
oh,
You'd
yeah.
have to leave
Yeah.
in order for me to do it.
Huh.
That's scary. Now we have in the past had some experience with blood and insects, and it did not go well.
I
It did not
believe
go well.
I said, don't stick your hand in that pile of bugs. If you're
Stick
bloody,
insects.
you can put your hand into the stick insects. And I'm like, why would you do that, Jesse? And Jesse said, I don't remember whatever reasoning was. I thought that's insane.
Well, in this game, it's frequent that it's like, if you have this, you can do this, and it's you like want to do it. You're like, we have that. Let's do it.
I think if you take
Even though intuition told you not to stick your bloody arm into a nest of
insects,
angry stick insects,
yeah, I
the
think
fact that you could do it makes you want to.
the answer to this is that I'm never going on an expedition with you, Jesse.
The answer is don't stick your bloody hand into insects.
I feel like
Like,
I'm
they
always,
don't like that.
I'm always the
They don't
voice
like
of
that,
reason.
Greg.
They're like, oh, delicious blood. I
Yeah.
think you got like cut or I can't remember what the.
We
there's
didn't
another-
really walk it out. Like, what would happen if you stuck your bloody thing?
I don't think I got that far. I think I just
left.
left it with that sounds insane. Why are you doing that?
Well, I mean,
The-
we are here, Greg.
Yeah. I'll never go on an expedition with you based on this kind of logic that you have. But in general, Jesse is like good at all kinds of things, like building things, and you're athletic and stuff. So,
So what do you want to
I
do?
do feel like that might be good.
What do you want to do?
Well, the problem
We
is,
should just back slowly away from the butterflies and find a different path.
well, I mean, we could. First of all, I can't. We have to do the second action if I'm bloody, right? So
Do we have to do that at all, though?
Well,
I don't
if
think
we-
we have to if we want to go that way.
if we want to get rid of it, and I think we have to go that way is the problem, or we have to go back down here and go out.
I feel like Greg has a contract with Burger King to explore north and talk about veggie burgers.
It's called
Like,
an
are you-
Impossible Burger, actually. Trademark. Let me just check the guideline. Let's see. I'm supposed to mention Burger King. No, I mean I do kind of remember that.
But I mean,
in
you
one
do
of the,
remember the snow is what
it's
almost killed
deadly.
us.
It's absolutely deadly.
Like,
And also the
Maybe
desert.
we shouldn't go there.
The desert and the snow are both very, very deadly.
They are.
But the thing is, I mean, what is our other option? Is to follow this road south.
Here
That
we
doesn't
have a
help.
raft. Let's get in the raft.
What are we doing that for? We need to follow this and figure out where we're supposed to go. Now, first of all, I wish I could understand what this thing says.
Yeah, I think we tried to decipher it before and we didn't. This game does come with a little magnifying glass.
Well, you want to try it?
I don't know where it is.
I know where it is.
Is it in the box?
Well, and anyway, yeah, but like, I mean, this, we would kind of know this if we could find this
Yeah, we should
thing.
keep an eye. I mean, that kind of, it's a little bit like that.
a little bit, but I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the feeling, the idea is like, I mean, should we go in there? I mean, is that no? Because we wipe all this too.
Well, I think we should treat this as God telling us do not go climb up the snow. There's razor butterflies. Greg is bloody.
Okay, so
The butterflies like blood.
it's possible because I remember there was like 4 cards here or something,
Mm-hmm.
and there was like something here and something here, and there was one like kind of temple-y thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I can't remember if that was a curse that we resolved or if it was this curse.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's good stuff everywhere. Unfortunately, we don't have our pickaxe, right? I mean, there is a pickaxe that helps you climb the snow. But on the other hand, it would be cool for people to see that, for us to return to that snowy cliff that we were on, just so people could see what's
well,
up
I mean,
there.
the thing is like, I mean, it's pretty adamant about telling you to follow the trail. So I think it's my feeling that we should either continue there, which we would be doing if it wasn't for the butterflies,
Mm-hmm.
or we should try to climb down here. But we don't have anything that will help us to climb.
Yeah, where's our rope, though? Here, I have rope. That is for climbing.
Yeah, but it's
right?
only given us 1 success. We have 2 out of
Well, it's
5.
one. It's
So
one.
what's 3 to
Oh,
3?
how are we going to succeed that? We're just going to fall
3
down.
for 3 is 39%. We have a 39% chance of succeeding.
No. Oh, and we can't increase it. That's terrible.
You're right. So I
We're
have
not-
a success.
We
and
can't
you
do
have
that. We
Well,
can't get
I have another suggestion.
Yeah.
Why don't you think,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see if we can find anything that can help us to climb.
Randomly take 7. Add 1 to my hand. Okay, I'll tell you why not to do. Oh, I would spend this. Then I would have room for it.
If you find some other kind of rope that could help us, or something that would help us to
I
climb.
mean, I think that's an excellent idea. Although we don't know what we want, but yes, let me do this now. I'm going to think 7 cards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But wait, you don't throw them away, right? Like you think.
They go back into.
You may add 1 to your hand, the other
shuffle back into this guy. Okay, so what we got? Curse. We got a
Make sure
guaranteed
flat.
2. But it's a bad.
But you take an exhaustion card. It's tiring.
Here's a remember, which lets you take a card from the discard into your hand.
Which you would take the 4 ones.
Here's another remember. But there's also
snowshoes.
Snowshoe, it's pretty good. And here's another remember. And here's examine notes, which is experience, right? Yeah. So wow, snowshoes.
Is that what you want?
If you want to continue to the snow, then snowshoes.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest as before you take.
They have to be built, by the way.
Well, that's true.
But we are on rope, so we are in a perfect place to build them.
Not the perfect place, but we are a good place.
Close to perfect.
We're in ropes. Yes, it's just 1 card to build it.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to suggest. If we go into the snow, that's a good thing to build that, of course. We still have to deal with this, but that's just the problem with these cards, Jesse. I want you to see that. That's the 4th bad card we've gotten out of like 6. But if we deal with that and we go north, then we're going to want the snowshoes.
For sure.
If we decide we don't want to go north, we come down here to climb. If that's the case, then I think you should take a remember so that we can get another forewarned. Then we will then have 1, 2, 3 successes out of 5, and 3 cards for 2. 3 cards and 2 successes is 75%, which is still not that great.
I'm more inclined to go. I mean, I noticed you've left out the 2 other ways we could go. You've left us with these 2 options. But I will say this. I think this is the worst of all the decisions, because I believe once we go down, we can never come back up.
Well, not never, but
and it's a tiny little island. There is some good food there, and then we would have to leave on our raft. So when we're ready to leave this island, that would be a good path.
So this is the continent, by the way. The islands are tiny, and they're like other little things, right?
That's a good point. It's a whole continent.
But I mean, like, this is a path. This really suggests we should go down here in a way, right? I mean, although let's.
This is river. It doesn't want us to leave. I believe there's just river down here.
I mean, if there was something here, I would say that picture looks like, if you're to look at this road, I mean, like, there's just random pieces of the road, right? Like, it really doesn't look like that at all.
This sure looks like the old road. This is the one tile we have. Was there another tile?
Well, no, there's road here, there's road here. There's
well, here, yes, here. Here's one.
There's some on this too.
Is there? Oh yeah, kind of.
Okay, I'm gonna here's a completely left field idea.
Okay. As long as it doesn't involve falling down that cliff.
So.
Is that what it involved, Greg?
No.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the cliff.
Okay.
So. And this is against everything I've been saying, right? In a way. Well, sort of. But if that road is actually the road that we normally see in the desert, the desert is right across the river.
Across the river.
So it might behoove us to go over the river and see where that road is. Because, I mean, this isn't really showing us...
I'm just going to have people notice, like, Greg was all set to go up with the snow. And then I found these beautiful snowshoes. And all of a sudden, Greg does not want to go.
No, I'm completely... I just can't remember whether or not that was this.
Here's what I think. We're healthy. We know we haven't been to that snow area since we played many months ago.
Okay, let's do it.
Like, let's check out the snow.
Okay. So first hurdle is to get past these butterflies.
Yes.
So what do you want to do?
So I think you should do it alone.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter because one of us will get paranoid when you fail.
So there's no 1 plus, right?
Nope, just a 1. Alternatively, if you like, I'll go over here.
So put that.
First, let me build this. Before we do anything, let's build this.
Okay, this is in your hand.
Yes, this is in my hand. So first thing I'm going to do.
I'm just shuffling.
You're going to help me. We're going to build this. -2. So we just have one card to draw.
Okay, it's that. It's a club.
Whoa, that'd be wonderful.
All right,
Can
so
you
you're-
take it? I can't
No,
take it.
you just built this.
Yes, I just built this.
So this will go in your hand. I believe that's the way it is. We might be cheating.
No, I believe that's right. Or wait, oh yeah, this we haven't taken yet. We've succeeded. We built this. Then one of us gets to take this last. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So I will take this.
Now, is it something that you would want to build on with the rope?
I can't, it doesn't help the pips because there's
doesn't
no
help.
shared.
Will.
This is actually better
No,
for you.
Will. I'm
aggressive.
talking about that.
This doesn't have
Okay.
any,
Okay.
which is kind of weird. Wow, a club would sure be nice for hunting. And we're not in a great place, but we're in an okay place. for
Let's
it.
just look at what we can build at the moment. This is not the best tile to build on, by the way, because it just has one icon. This is a better, in general, depending on your symbols.
depending on the symbols.
Right.
But
Boy, this
Wow.
is a good thing to build the camouflage outfit. It's free.
you'd throw away your stuff.
What do you mean?
You'd have to throw away that.
I don't care
fruit.
about that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
Will, aggressive, vigilance.
I would love to build this club.
It's not a good spot to do it right now, I don't
In
think.
fact, I could combine these two together, aggressive, aggressive. It's true, but you know what? I'm realizing now, and I don't remember.
Wait,
us
wait, wait, wait,
having,
wait. No,
I
no,
don't
no,
remember
no. You
this.
should give me the club.
We drew it. You could have kept it.
No,
it's
I'm
just
saying,
you don't
like,
have two, but you have two.
I
in film.
should, because then I could put it on this and it will give us an extra 2 with it.
Well,
because
that
it's only going to have 1.
Yeah, that's great.
So maybe I'll just drop this.
That's not a terrible idea.
It's good for hunting. Actually, it's good for this stealth thing. Oh, look. This. Oh no, it's only stealthy if you don't not bloody, which I'm bloody.
Well,
That's the
if you
problem.
left, no,
Well, then it's going to cost me 2 cards
you'd
to
have to
walk down
trade.
here. It's
You
stupid.
can't trade me a card anyway.
All right, I'm gonna. Should I take that or no?
Well,
We're gonna wait to build that
all
anyway.
good. It's all good though.
I'm dropping it. Well, maybe not. What do you
It's
think?
good for hunting. Like I'd like us to do some hunting, and in that case, I'd like you not to throw that away. But I see your point about combining this would be nice.
All right. Well, let's.
On
Make
the
it
other
as a-
hand, well, yeah, you could combine both of these,
Mhm.
but we have to decide now if you're going to take this. I mean, I wouldn't mind taking it and doing this, and we'll try to find another way to bump up your shotgun.
It doesn't matter.
But it is
the
good.
shotgun's
I
not
mean-
gonna be bumped up. The shotgun is only used once. I'm only gonna. My point is that this is 2 pips. When I spend the shotgun, I'm down to 2 pips.
Right.
But the 2 pips can be combined with that
Right.
to give it an extra 2 pips.
If this leaves your inventory, banish it. But it doesn't have to leave your inventory.
Correct.
So we really should try to boost that. That is a fantastic weapon, even without.
No, you
You can't use it.
unless you-
I forget that.
No, what, do you understand what I'm telling you about the 2 pips?
No, if you can't use it without.
I know. But
Then-
watch.
Okay.
So I spend. I'm sorry. This actually is 3. I
Right.
already spent 1. Right.
Right.
Okay. I spent another ammunition.
Right.
I shoot. Now we're at 2 pips.
Right.
Right. If I put this item here,
Right.
I now have 5 pips.
Oh,
on
you
here,
get the pips.
and I can
right,
use the
right.
pips.
On the new card, you
On the
can
new
use the newer
card,
ability.
which
All
is
right,
why
but
I
it's
was
not
saying-
that amazing. It's just 2
Yeah,
pips.
well, it's 2 pips. It's 2 more uses on this
Well,
club,
that's true.
which could be very useful.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it because I don't want you to throw away your camouflage outfit.
Fine.
Uh,
We've never built this.
The only question is now we're at full hands, and I am seeing now how painful that is to not be able to keep a card. So I do think we should
Can
consider
I,
building
can I
stuff.
can say this?
Uh-huh.
Why don't you let me throw this away?
Yeah.
Okay. Take the club. I'll walk down here.
Uh-huh. I got a better idea.
Hold on a second. I walk down here, build that,
Uh-huh.
and I'll be off your tile, and you can do the flying killers. You can just sneak by them instead.
So you're going to take this, discard that,
Mm-hmm.
give up your. It's not that great a card, I guess.
But then I'll be off the thing, and you can do.
And then you leave.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to leave there and build
Build it.
this.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the worst idea.
And then you'll be able to.
I love how then you'll be able to fight the razor-winged butterflies. That's not a gift to me, Greg.
You'll be able to.
I don't
sneak,
want to
You'll be able
fight
to
them.
sneak by them. Sneak by them.
I'll be able to sneak by
Well, what do
them.
you think?
It's too bad. Look, this is the thing that helps you sneak by them.
But I can't
I
sneak
know,
by
I
them
know.
because I'm bloody.
Oh, let's try it. Go ahead.
Do you like it?
Take your club. Choke on
I
it.
like that you. What? Then keep the club.
No,
What do you think is the best plan right now? You want a snowshoe up there.
I do want to snowshoe up.
So
I've
we
already
have to
built
get
the
by
snowshoe.
that.
Yes.
We have to do this. Excuse me. That's you have to do that.
Can you walk over here and look at this? Or is that too dangerous for you?
Well, then I can't build this.
What has that got? Rope and this?
Yes, it's -2. It's only one card.
Okay, so I'm okay with that. But the other option, hold on, before you throw that out, the other option is for me to take this and me to build it right now on here.
But it's two cards for you to do it.
Two
And
cards
then,
instead of one, right? Then you don't have, but you're gonna have to spend 2 cards
No,
to
no, no.
leave, and then two
I know,
two
but
cards to
the-
leave, and then another card to
but the
come back.
benefit is that I'm off the tile, so that you can do the.
Well, that's true.
That's really. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it.
So that Greg can give me the gift of fighting the butterflies.
Well,
I might
took
still
the-
fight those I might start losing against those butterflies. I don't have an instant success.
That's true.
Do I have anything to help me?
I can't give you a card, right?
No, you can't. I have no stealth cards to help me. Each involved. Well, it is better if someone does it alone. All right, let's try it. Let's try doing the butterflies when we're not buddy. Okay, here you go. Take your club.
Okay, I move down here. This is one.
Next action. Next action. You're
Right.
spending 2. You're drawing 2 cards to move down.
I don't know what else to tell you. What
That's
do
a
you want?
lot of cards.
Well, I know. I don't like any of our choices right now. Okay, but the best chance we have of getting by those things is if I'm not with you. If I'm off
It's
the tile.
true. Let's just remember it's going to cost us 3 cards.
Which I hate. It's a lot.
But it is a safer way to do this.
I mean, the other thing is, by the way,
I don't want
I
us to
could.
get
I
that.
have something to tell you.
Yeah.
So what?
We could just leave here.
Yeah, but you just built the snowshoes.
That's true. I did.
That's why I said we could ignore that and go down south. But you wanted.
No, I don't want to do that. Let's do it. Let's do it.
So yeah, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Next
just gonna
action.
spend 2 cards.
Yeah. Going on your own.
Oh.
Ugh, we don't get to keep the blowpipe. Oh, yeah, because I'm not going with you. I don't get to keep that.
Yeah. Hold on a second though. What is this
That
thing
hurts.
like? Oh, Orient. Okay. Water knows the way. Wait, but
I
is
don't
this-
remember in our previous game having our hands full so much.
I think we built stuff a lot more. What's more valuable? The pole or this? This probably. I have a
For
raft.
hunting, yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna build this onto here, which bumps me up to 6.
I do think we have to remember to be building more
Yeah, I think.
so
you're
that
right.
we have more room
Okay,
in
and
our
it's gonna
hands.
cost me 1 card, which I hopefully can. Now it's a think.
Okay.
Do you want me to spend that or wait?
To draw cards, wait till you've got Oh, I don't know.
Doesn't
So this
matter.
gets lodged
Add-
under there because
yeah.
it's
I'm
not
just
part
gonna
of
leave
it.
it so I can
I know,
see
but
it.
you're not allowed to do. I guess you already did that.
It doesn't matter. I've already built it. I'm
Yeah.
just putting it here so I can see it.
Okay.
I can do
remember,
that.
Yeah,
and make it
remember
more.
that it's one thing.
Sure, I know that. That's it.
All right, and now I'm gonna try to defeat those butterflies.
All right, it's
it would be
1 for
lovely
1.
if I had a card to draw.
You don't.
There's no stealth card for me to discard. Okay, here we go. No successes.
That sucks. But at least we don't get a paranoid card.
And wait,
Or
I
you
got
can
room
keep
in
it.
my hand.
But you don't want it anyway. But
Now I
that's
just power. Oh, I hate this.
fine. I know. It sucks.
All right, but I'll just keep it anyway.
Okay, what happens?
No, I won't keep it. What if we
No, just keep it. If you have to throw away a card, it'll help
All
you.
right, so
I don't know if that's a thing in this game or not.
But butterflies get dangerously close to you. You fight them off, but their sharp wings leave you with multiple lacerations. So now I'm bloody.
Yeah, 105. Yeah, you're bloody. It might be the thing that hurts us too.
It isn't.
Are you glad that we were like burning through these things now? Now do you see, Jesse? You got enough butterflies with razor
After
wings.
all that, I'm getting blamed for somehow
Bloody-
I'm getting blamed. I'm like, Greg, you go hang out, have fun, build stuff. I'll deal with the butterflies. The butterflies cut me to ribbons. And what's your answer? Are you happy?
The threats.
You said, Jesse, are you
killer
happy now?
butterflies. We've
I
got
just took on the
a
butterflies
pit
for you.
trap.
The
We have
proper
this
answer is
ogreish
thank you.
Cat.
Thank you for not making me fight them bloody.
You have. I'm just showing you. You have 2 things that are ambivalent and 4 dangers.
Yeah.
But Jesse is like, let's keep using those.
No, Jesse
198.
is letting us do
198, my friend.
198.
Mm-hmm.
I do not like being bloody. I did last time we played. You got a lot of bad conditions.
Yeah,
and
well,
I
part of
didn't.
it was eating this ripe fruit.
You arrive at a stony stretch of ground running between the face of a glacier to the north and a cliff to the south. It gently slopes down to the edge of the ocean. Yep.
What did I tell you?
I don't remember what you told us, but
I said that
I do
this is
remember
one of the
that.
spots to get onto the island.
So snowshoes can walk in here.
Hey, Jesse,
214, yep.
this might actually be something else because, like, this is the cartography action.
So this is some unknown wonderful area.
Yeah, I'm sure it's wonderful.
All right, I don't see anything special here, but there's fire. There's like smoke, fire coming out of the
I don't know
volcano.
what that is.
Okay. Well,
That's a snowshoe, too, also.
yeah. Well, we've got snowshoes to walk, so that's good.
Okay, so that's not the way to go. That's weird. How do we get north then?
Well, what is this? This one is explore, so we might discover something out there.
That's.
Oh, I
yeah.
think this look is what we find the way to climb up with the rope. I believe
wanna-
when we look here, we're gonna find a way to.
Should I
But before we do it, I want to get stuff
join
out
you?
of my hand. Oh yeah, you got to come up and join me.
All right, well, you can build this rock for free when you're there. So why don't you use 2 to go here, and then build the rock?
I'll tell you why. Because because we could go together, but it's gonna cost me. Yeah, I might as well.
That's yes.
So I'm
Good.
using 2. But wait, I'm
You
gonna have
can
to
drop
throw
this.
something.
You can drop
away.
that. You don't want that anyway.
1 each involve all knowledge is power they have in hand. So wait a minute, stop. If I'm gonna drop it, I might as well. I could try it.
Let me see. No, because you're gonna get rid of a card, and that's like
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah. Okay. So
Block.
let's just draw 2 to walk.
I'm like pushing Jesse along.
Okay. Rope. I think that's gonna be useful. So I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna take the rope.
Fantastic.
All right. So now.
Okay, now I should come join you.
No. Yes, I guess you could. I was going to build my thing first.
So that's
just
only
I have
one
a
to come
hand.
join you.
Mm-hmm.
Learn by doing. Well, that's pretty good.
You can drop any cost by 3. That's pretty good.
Was that something in the other room?
I don't know anything. I mean, it could be Noki coming home.
One of those?
Oh, we should have thought about that before and had you use the think before you took your turn.
I think I'm going to drop this.
Okay. And then use your think before you draw any more cards.
Okay, so let's stop for a second.
Uh-huh.
Now, we can look. Oh, no, you
First
should
I'm
build
building
that.
this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a rock. So the
Yeah.
rock and the rock, it's free. Stone, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Correct. That's 1. It can't combine with anything.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What else do you have there? 1 rope.
I'd love to build that rope, but not for 3 cards.
Oh, yeah, but it's free right there.
Yeah. It's tempting to go.
Well, you could also build the shovel, which is going to be
shovel
only
for just
1.
1. Can it combine with anything? No. So I
That
can't
really
build
can't
them.
combine with anything, huh?
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Will,
We
aggressiveness,
should remember.
stamina, skill. This can't
Using
combine
this
with
item does not lower the durability of this item. So we can use this every time we see this.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
but we discard it if we use it. Oh, using it. Wait, it says using this does not lower the durability, but each using throws it away.
Yeah.
So it's
okay.
worse. Okay. Well, I'm all built. If you want to build something, or think.
Oh,
Why don't you
then.
think before you have to throw away a card?
I mean, we're going to have to hunt. That's
We better hunt. So.
Okay, I've got friction fire, but you've got fire. This is the thing that gives you 2 successes but makes you tired.
Where's my fire?
You just
Oh,
built it. War paint, learn by
You
doing.
can have.
Walking stick is great. Oh man, these are
walking
both really
stick
good.
Walking stick is
And
really.
bolas.
Oh, the bolas are good too. Well, I mean, the walking stick is amazing. It keeps you alive for a long time, and I feel like you have a good gun. And it's only 1 use of bolas.
That's the thing, but the walking stick is 4 uses. It saves us it's 4 uses and it's -2, so it actually saves us 8 cards.
Yeah, that's pretty huge.
I mean, that's definitely what we got to do.
And sometimes you can build it up. Like you could build it on this.
Build me up before you go. Yes, in fact, we will. No, that's a skill. That's will.
That's skill. I have a will right here.
All right, so I'm not going to take the bullets. It's already the shotgun. This is only one go. Yeah.
Yeah. Take
The
walking
bullets
stick.
are really good.
Take the walking stick for sure.
Okay, so that's going to go into my hand. I can't build it right now though because we don't have any wood.
You
Right.
could build it, but you
But
don't
yeah,
want
it's not really useful. I mean, you're going to use the snowshoes to get us out of this. Okay, so while we're here, do we want to discard 1 to look at the
Yes, we do.
278?
One of us does.
Okay, so hold on. We need one.
Hold on.
No successes.
I've got room in my hand for a card.
Yes.
Okay.
Woven basket.
That's great.
Okay, take it into your hand.
Is it time
Okay,
to build it yet?
278.
Not yet. Okay, 278.
No, doesn't help us.
Okay.
Oh my god, I forgot the. A little time. Be nice to have that. Okay.
Okay, you want to read that for us?
The water appears to be wadeable for about 50 yards from the shore. There are many fish, and you are rather confident that you will catch some. Ooh. Oh, yes. So we can fish.
Some river.
Depending on the number of
ocean
successes
fishing.
you attain, take the corresponding. Okay, so this is exactly what we need.
But we don't have a fishing pole.
If one of us is bloody, we have to get rid of. Must be one of these cards without the keyword predator. But we can still take the action. We just don't have any. It's locked, by the way. So we're only going to get 1 success. For sure, you know what I mean? Like
One sure success.
But with 3 cards, I feel like we're going to get another one. But remember, this is only you're going to get 2 cards. But I do feel. But every time you use this, it gets worse and worse. So that's amazingly good, right? Wait, what? Why is it pointing down like this?
That just means we put it here.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yes, okay. Thank you.
All right. Well, we've looked. We found some nice fishing. We did this action, not this action.
Correct.
Okay, so let's fish. It's time to fish.
Are you sure? I mean, like,
Why would we wait unless we think we're going to find a fishing pole?
we're not going to find
You
it.
don't have anything that lets us search through the deck?
No, I mean, I do want to build some stuff. Well, we have 2 things of hunting now. We've got the fish there. We aren't desperate to do so. We should also have a fire, by the way.
Oh,
Wherever
yeah,
we
we
go.
should do fire. Well, okay, let's build a fire. Let's
Here
build
on
a
this
fire
tile,
right here. We're going to fish. We're going to get food.
the only thing is that when you put the fire down, right, it's like a good place to help you to move. It's
Well, here's the thing. The food takes up slots. So
That's
if we
true.
get food now and we don't cook it...
well, do we want to get food here? I'm going to make this argument. If we get food here and we cook it and eat it right away, it's because we're not coming back up here. And it does
It's
look
hard to move on the ice snow. Like once we leave here, we might not...
But now we built the snowshoes.
We can return to fire more efficiently, right?
That's why I was saying it would be good to not have the fire here. If you could have the fire like on the other hunting spot.
Well, what you want? Are you suggesting we travel back and hunt there, and melt the
I'm
fire?
not suggesting we necessarily. I'm actually not suggesting either one. I'm not quite sure. The problem right now is that it's hard to know like where are we supposed to go. We really are floundering.
Well, before we hunt for fish, we could look at this and see if there really is a way up. Because I think this is the way up.
I think it's the way off the island.
Well, let's look at it. It's free. Let's look at 127.
Go for it. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, of course we would look then. Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Do you think any of those 200 cards are Impossible Burgers?
Scanning the ocean, you shake your head. There is no land in sight. In fact, the only thing you can see moving in the water at all is a sea turtle, slowly meandering its way eastward. Yeah, this is off the island. The water is cold and the sky to the north looks increasingly menacing. Swimming away looks less and less realistic. We can all do together the boat action to try to take a 102, but if we have a raft, which we do, we can go to someplace special. But that is scary. We don't really want to leave this island at this point. All right, so this is not the way up.
Ready, Jesse, for me to say something? No, I actually don't think this is the worst thing in the world to know it's there because this obviously isn't helping us.
Well, it's just one step away. The only question is, should we get some food first?
Actually, you know what? We can always go back there for one, right? Although if
Not for one, but for whatever the cost is.
But once you cross this, it's not so easy.
That's why I don't want to go down here.
Right. But I think if this is the bridge, I really do now wonder if the bridge is if we're supposed to go to the desert. I kind of think that might be the case.
Well, here's what I'd like to say then. Like, since we're not going to go in snow so much, I use my snowshoes to move us here. We look at this before we move on, and then we head that way.
Okay, so if we're not going to do anything here, then we should
eat
fish. Okay, so let's fish. Yeah.
And we're not going to cook fire. We're just going to eat it raw. Because we don't want to build a fire where we're never going to use it again.
Point? Well, let's see how much fish we get.
Well, because we don't have hand on it.
I can drop this.
You can drop that.
Fruit stamina, I can even put them here.
It is an item. But yes, I think that's right. It
Yeah.
comes out as an item. You don't have to build. So
how many is it to fish?
Okay, so we have to draw 3, and we have to get at least 2 successes.
Yeah, I mean, the more successes, the better we are. But of course,
But
I
what
have
if we
bloody,
don't?
so we have to throw away a non-predator.
So am I.
We both are. Okay. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
3? We have to do 3. We're locked.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so we've got 1, 2,
Good.
right?
And bumping us up to 3 does not help us.
No.
Okay,
So
so
draw
we're
2 200s.
2 200s. Look at the fire making.
Well, you already have fire. This net is pretty amazing. Oh, this mastery is amazing. Remember, it allows you to put cards back in?
Yes.
That's definitely a keeper. I think you're dropping that basket.
As long as you have this in hand. That's interesting. All right, 2 200s. Let's see what delicious food we
Oh,
got.
this is amazing too, Perseverance. This is really good.
You may choose one card you've just revealed, shuffle it back in as if you had not revealed it. If you do, you may then draw 1 card. Wow, that is fantastic.
But you don't have to, so you can always just shuffle 1 back in. It's like eating
great.
constantly.
But you can only use it on these 3 skills.
That's true too, which is
Okay, here we go. Here's our 2 foods, and we have to throw 1 back.
empty-handing. Wow.
That's rough.
What does it say? To
Reveal them if you must discard 1 without the keyword predator. True.
return the other cards,
Return the other cards.
and then turn this into the gold.
Gold. What do we do with that?
So this thing goes into the banished pile.
But where's 278? Was an event. How can we turn it into yellow?
It's 278. There's a yellow 278.
But where does it go? Oh, it just goes out there as an ability.
Banished. That's what it is.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the 278 gold.
Which is worse.
No, yeah, it's worse.
Okay, which one of these are you taking? I mean, definitely one of these, right?
I think here's the gold, 278. You can read that and put
Is
that
it okay
in
to throw away the fire?
Yeah, because we have fire. I guess, although, yeah, it's a good thing
Yeah,
we didn't
I mean,
build
these
fire
two
to
are
cook that
amazing.
non-existent
That
fish.
net is amazing. This seems amazing. They offer the same general skill, so I think that's
I think
probably
this is better also but look, this is aggressiveness. I could bump it up, whereas this one has to take up a hand slot.
I don't know, I think that's good just in general. It's always
If I
fun.
take this, I have to throw away shovel, rope, or basket. I really
away the
don't want. I
basket.
think I got to throw them both away.
What? These are the things that allow us to basically cook forever.
This is the thing that lets us carry more stuff. That's rough. I really am surprised at how limited our hands are this game. I don't remember it being so tough. Well, you think I should throw away the basket? The basket's what lets you stack up stuff.
More items, yeah, but you can't ever go above 6 skill points.
I could throw.
And the more cards that are in your hand, the less when we eat are going back into the deck.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care about the shovel. Throw the shovel away.
The shovel is one of those cards that like you
You
don't
either-
care until you
you
get to some
absolutely
place.
need it,
It's
yeah.
like, oh, if you have a shovel, just dig up the gold box.
Yeah. I honestly don't know what to tell you, Jesse.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I think we got to go west then, right? Do you want? The question is, we're not going to fish again, right?
As long as you have this in your
Look.
hand, that's so powerful. Every time we go
yes,
hunting,
this is 4. This is now 5 cards, and you're going to get. There's no way we're doing this.
Yeah.
If it comes up empty again, and you're only drawing one of these. If you get 4, this is terrible. That's a really terrible place to fish. All right, I say let's go. Let's go down here.
you don't want to look at this first
No.
before we leave this area.
I don't, but I mean, if you really strongly feel about it, we can.
How many extra?
Well, I'll
cards?
tell you what. Actually, we can because.
it's free snowshoes.
But of course, then it'll cost 2 to come over here. So
It was going to cost 2 anyway.
No,
but
it wasn't.
Yeah, look, we're on it too.
I'm saying, if you use the
Oh, if
snowshoes,
but I
we'll
can
come
use-
down to here,
Oh, I see.
right,
For free.
for free, and then we could
Okay,
hunt.
so it's 2 extra to check it out. I'm really deciding.
No, it's more than
about
2.
this.
It's 2 plus whatever this is.
Could be good.
Could be good.
This is tough. Like, we don't need snowshoes. We don't need music. I'm not gonna take this.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I'm not gonna take this.
Really, or this? Do you remember
No, then
Mastery?
that is good. Mastery says if you use that many or less, you can shuffle them back in.
Which is
But you have
incredible.
to decide ahead of time, and it's only when
That's
you do
incredible. It's like, look, if you eat,
that. I mean, I like that it would add to this, but I don't want to give up these things. Should I give up the shovel?
I don't know. I think the Perseverance is the best thing to take personally. Every time, like right now, actually, you don't even need them right now. It's up to you. It's your character cards. But I think like anything that allows you to put the cards back in here is like it's like a mini meal every time you do it. And that Mastery, like, is incredible. And I don't know why it's not on this board.
Okay, I'm gonna give up the shovel. I'm gonna keep the net. I'm not taking Perseverance. It's wonderful, but it's one of my 3 cards in my hand that I have to keep in my hand at all times.
All right, what do you think?
I think I want to build something soon, so let me just make sure I don't miss an opportunity.
If we go here, right, in order to go this way over the bridge, I can build my blowpipe for free.
Okay.
Get rid of this.
That's good.
Right. I would love to build the walking stick, of course.
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to use this rope right now to give myself rope. Then on this tile, I'll have rope and stone, so I'll be able to build this for free.
Okay.
And I'll have rope. I'll be able to build this for free.
No, you only have rope one time.
I wonder.
No, it's building action.
Oh, on the building action. Okay, so I won't have this rope.
And we'll find more rope soon enough.
Okay. But I will still be able to use it for this and build this for free, which can go on here, bump up the pip, and give me room in my hand. So I'd like to do that. Are you okay with that?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm giving myself rope, and I have the stone, so this gets built for free. It gets built on top of this. Because they both show aggressiveness, I'm at making this a 4. And now I have room for another item and room for another card.
I love it.
Okay.
Okay, so can we go down here? We could go down here and hunt, by the way, before we go all the way west. Actually, this is what I think we should do. I think we should go here, reveal this. After that test, which will take whatever it is, right? If it's some kind of monster or like something that hurts us. Then we hunt, we put a lot of this back on here, and then we go west across the bridge.
You don't want to go and look at this.
All right, let's just do it because I know that's what you want to do.
I do want to. I do like.
Before
leaving this area.
Every one of these things taxes us.
I know, but if this is ocean and we don't want to go that way, I feel like it would be nice to get a look at it before we go. So you're leading the
Drop
way.
that down.
I'm dropping this down
All right.
to 3.
I'm leading the way on this thing. This is an instance where I'm doing the thing that I don't want to necessarily do, but I'm
I
letting you do.
appreciate that.
You are dirty. Immediately after this is revealed, the active player returns their bloody and/or hungry states.
That seems pretty.
Returns.
Better be dirty
Returns.
than buddy.
Returns it.
What does that mean? Return? It goes back in the box.
You stumble on a rocky outcropping and fall into a greenish puddle that stinks of rotten eggs. While the putrid smell takes away your appetite, it will probably attract a host of parasites. Okay, so this is another.
Oh, this is a
different
great
injury.
part of this game, though. What's happened now is you've gotten a card that actually helps you, but it's like waiting to turn into something bad. Like Greg might get the parasites.
Well, it doesn't actually help me. It's just another.
That it hurts you there, but it does help you here.
Yeah.
And if you can find a way to use that,
So
it goes
it's
away.
too bad I didn't get this one there before.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need 2.
But it's gonna sit there, and there'll be a future card that says like, if you're dirty,
Yeah.
then the parasites get you.
All right, let's see.
But a lot of these cards go away when we sail to a different island. All right, what did you?
We're just getting to one.
288.
288. Well, I do think that like it's better to be dirty than bloody for sure. And if we were up here, for instance, when we did the razor winged things, that would have been better if I was just dirty, not bloody. And then also if we had this when I was fishing, that would have been an automatic success. Although that wouldn't help us actually help us.
288.
A stony track slopes up towards the south. These desolate barren lands only allow a few sparse shrubs to grow here and seem very unlikely to provide you with any kind of solace. Okay.
Oh, that looks interesting. Do you remember that? I don't. There is a statue there.
No, that's that totem
There
thing.
is a totem.
That's when you get. There's a certain cards that you can get that say if you can see this, it's helpful. What is that? A 7? 7.
Yes, it's a no. It's an 8. It's an 8. The guy who designed this game must have such eyesight, such good eyesight. He's got like 30/20. Okay, it's an interesting totem. It's got a way to look. I guess you're probably looking at the totem. It's
Wait
very
for it.
expensive to move off it. And I don't mind if we leave it.
Wow.
Yeah, I feel like,
Okay.
you know, I only push for looking when we're already next to it. I don't
We weren't
push for
already
us.
next to that.
Yeah, I mean, we were. I mean, what I mean is, you know, I'm not saying travel to.
Okay, we are in stone, which isn't helping. So, all right. Shall we go to the edge here then?
You've got a full hand and full set of items.
Yeah, I'm going to
Anything you
build
wanna
this blow pipe as soon as we get to that.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to go here, which is 2. You're going to take whatever we drop. One's a curse, so that's a good time to get that. And then the other one's a deadfall trap, which obviously you're going to put in
Good
your
for
hand.
hunting.
Easy choice. I'm going to build this, which is vigilance. So I'm going to build it right here. I'm going to drop this rotten fruit, which I hope we don't. We've only ever eaten this one. We've been about to starve to death.
It was terrible. Like, it
It's a
bothered
terrible
you the
idea.
whole game. You know what I forgot? Is like, there's also some really interesting strategy about what tools to combine, because you can use all the skills on a card. So, like, combining an archery with an archery is doubly useful, because when you do archery, you can use them all.
Is that actually the rule?
Yeah.
Huh, interesting. Okay, so I built my blowgun, my blow pipe, excuse me. Okay, so
Well, I'm tempted to build this. It would cost 2 cards.
I think, yeah.
We're at bamboo, so we just subtract by 1. We better, but so it's not a big deal. But doing it here would let me keep more cards in hand and bump this up to a perfect 6, and let us hunt.
Why don't we see what's in this spot,
Okay.
and then if we hunt, because I do have, like, this is good for, well, this one's good for hunting. I do have, the guy going to end up using this. Why did we lose that, Jesse?
You had a choice of what to do.
Because we went and looked in one of these fog of war places, and we found the puma, ogreish puma or whatever.
That's why you had to use your shotgun.
It is. Here?
You want to look at that? Sure.
Because we're going to go this way now. I'm pretty sure this is where that bridge is going to be. Forest fire.
Whoa, don't remember that.
Forest is burning ahead of you. If you want to continue this way, you'll have to cope with the thick smoke and rising flames. So we have to get rid of 1 card. Each character takes a 104 card, discard this. Otherwise, it's 2 and 2. Locked. We get experience and discard this. But if we fail, we get a 103.
It's a tough choice. What?
There's a fire on there.
There is a fire. That means it's adjacent to the fire's on our
Yeah,
spot.
if we wanted to use fire, which... I mean, I don't see what we're going to do now other than we're both going to have to take us something.
This is an interesting thing where we have to jump over this and we're not going to be coming back.
No, I mean, this is going to show us where if this is where that bridge is, I can't remember.
Just
This was cool
what
by
I mean
making
is
a
it
map.
doesn't go away. So once we jump over the bridge, if we ever
no.
wanted to come back here,
Oh, this goes away.
no, it doesn't.
Yes, this is going away. As soon as we do
Oh,
one of
it
these
does?
2 actions,
Oh,
it goes away,
okay.
and it becomes this green card. Remember?
This one doesn't go away
This one stays.
because it doesn't have a switch. Okay, that makes sense. Well, we've
Yeah,
got some
this is just
interesting
one of these
decisions
cards.
to make. Yeah, right. Okay, so we've got some interesting decisions. I mean, we probably want to go that way, right? Because we don't want to go off the island.
I just don't know what to do right now because I don't remember this is like we've done this before. I don't remember where that road is, but it must be.
What
to
is
the
a
west.
104 card? It's like injured or something.
It's bad.
Generic injured.
This is the Bloody's 105. This is actually this isn't anything. It's just dirty. Yeah, all the injuries are like those.
Okay, so
I think we just do it.
You're not gonna love this idea.
By the way, it's each involved character. We can just one of us do it. And if I take
Is that
it,
right?
it's going to build me towards
That
still
doesn't make
standing.
sense then to me. Like one
Each
of us
involved
does
character.
it. Yeah, but
I choose to do that action. I burn 1 card.
we're not walking by it, huh? If you want to continue this way, you have to cope with the 6 smoke. Isn't it a little weird that only one can do it and then it clears the way
No,
for
we
the
can
others?
both can do it. But yeah, I just go out there and I find a way around it. That's all.
Okay. So the only thing I was gonna say is I'd love to build stuff and get a good hand so we can keep more cards.
But
If I'm just saying, if we went on this space
It would cost you 2 cards.
to get onto it,
And then
but
you'd be able to save.
this would be free. That would be -3.
The only thing is if
This would be free.
either way, no, that
And-
wouldn't be free. Oh, and that's
Yeah,
Can
both
I
of these would
can
be
I
free.
can I make another argument?
Uh-huh.
If we have to get rid of this anyway. So if we
Right.
do that, and it's another tile that has a number of resource icons on it,
Mm-hmm.
then it would be better to move in this direction.
Well, yes, that's true, and I'm not opposed to that. On the other hand, oh, you do have room to take a card.
Yes.
Okay, so that's fine. I'll
Good.
do that first. We don't want to build fire.
Woven cord.
That's nice.
Okay, this is done. I have to take a 104, please.
You succeeded.
It says
But
there's no
you take
six. Yeah,
a
it's just
104.
104.
There's a lot of 104.
Do you think anybody's gonna watch this? It's gonna be 6 hours long.
It's going to be at least 6 hours long.
Superficial burn.
If you
deep cut,
watch
or
this,
fracture
leave a
burn.
comment because it'll probably be just robots watching it.
Yeah, continent can be injuries on the side of the continent can be extremely life-threatening. So I'm injured.
Just a generic.
Okay, this means I got to get rid of 1, 2 cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1.
You got it. 1, 2, 3.
That's awful. Can you fish out?
I don't know why you're looking at it. Looking at them. You just
I
throw
can't
them out.
keep them. Well,
Yeah.
it's interesting to see. Oh, I remember this.
It's not cards from your hand, right? It's definitely cards
No,
from
it's
the
card
draw.
from Okay, so now we need card number 203.
That's rough. I
That's
forgot
terrible.
how bad it is when you get into it.
Yeah, well, I got news for
This
you.
is
We're
kind
gonna
of like
find
our getting reacquainted with the game.
Mm-hmm.
203.
Want to read it? Let me read it.
I'll read it. To the west, a rundown bridge spans the precipice. Below, you can hear the sound of a rushing river. Yes, I remember this. Look, there's our...
Road, yeah.
There's
that's
our
what it's
road.
supposed to be. Okay. Mm-hmm.
And there's some... Anything else exciting there?
What is it, a 3? What is over there?
Yeah, 3.
Both of them?
And below is a 3, but there's nothing below. Oh, to the left is a 3, yes. Let me just see if there's anything here besides these things. So yes, I see the...
So it's only wood.
It's only the wood. So now...
Okay.
And you kept one of the cards, so we're both full.
So this is where I can build my walking stick quite easily.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just do the math. You want to build those items.
I do want to build these items, so I got room in my hand.
Okay, so if you were to build those items,
It would cost us 2 to walk,
3.
and then one to go here. So it's going to cost us 2 to walk over. But it would if we go here, there's the 2. So just 1 extra to go here, and then here is 1 extra card.
Okay.
And I would save 3 cards here. And
By
I
the way,
would
we're not
save-
going to do that because we're going to come back
3
here and
cards
hunt. Or we're going to hunt now.
Well, we should probably hunt now, so we don't have to come back.
Okay, I'm going to hunt.
Now, if I build this first,
But you're going to have to go back and forth and back and forth.
yeah, that's a bit of a pain.
I mean, we don't have a fire either. I could see an
Or
argument
if you,
for you to build a fire, but
oh yeah,
but
let's
not
build
maybe
a
not
fire.
quite yet.
Why not? 1 and 1, build a fire. If we're gonna hunt, maybe now is the time to hunt and to build a fire.
Actually, if
Yeah.
we do build the fire here, it's -1 to move back onto this tile. So actually, I think that's the thing to do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
You
drop
wanna
this
build
down
yours?
to 3. I'm gonna build my fire.
No, it's not that easy.
Yes, we got
1 and 1.
1 and 1. Yes, you're right.
Well, hold on, but you could fail this.
If we fail, it just throws away. So we must succeed.
Either way, it discards it. If you fail, you don't do it.
Discard this.
I'm joining you on this action, so I can use my.
So wait,
forward.
I got a question now.
What?
When this goes away,
That keeps the pips.
that keeps the pips. I believe that's right. All right, so you're gonna join me. You do have a guaranteed success.
That's
So you
correct.
can.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
do you want to just draw 1 and use your thing?
Yes.
1 is a 55% chance.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, there's a success, and now I got
Oh
gourmet.
my God, that's a fantastic
Okay,
card.
I'm getting rid of this woven cord. Right.
Really? Yeah, I guess that's.
This
best.
is amazing.
You sure you want to get rid of the
Incredible.
woven cord instead of the forewarned?
This is a guaranteed success.
It's
You
an
already have
amazing
fire.
card. Okay.
All right, put your fire out, get rid of that, and reduce it by 1. Did you already reduce it? Yes. you
No,
had.
yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's what I meant to say.
Okay. Fire is.
Discard
Oh,
pile.
yeah, thank you.
Fire
Fire's
is
out.
out. So we should now.
Okay, so now we're going to go over to here together. which is 2
You don't
cards.
want to hunt first? Oh, because we can freely come back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
2 cards, right?
Yep.
All right, they're both curses.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay. And
Okay.
then,
Now I can build the rope for free because it needs rope.
mm-hmm.
That is a 4 pip.
And there's wood, so I'm going to build. So here's the problem, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I want to build this walking stick, but I don't. Do you have anything with will?
It doesn't matter. You can't give it to me.
Isn't there a way to build something and give it
Yeah.
to the
If you build an item,
Mm-hmm.
you can give that item to another person on your space, but you
Mhm.
have to throw away 2 cards to do so. But
2
you
cards
can't.
in your hand?
No, two action deck cards. But you can't give a card that's not built
Yeah.
to your friend.
Huh. Well, I mean, I definitely have to build this walking stick, don't I?
I would think so.
I could build it onto one of these. It just wouldn't increase the pips, which
Yes,
is terrible.
that's right. It's not the end of the world. I mean, the walking stick does its own, but yes, it'd be better to combine that in a way.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Well, the other thing I'm thinking is I'd like to build this aggressiveness.
Mm-hmm.
But
You don't. I mean, I have a lot of more of this. So.
I should have built this.
I know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build it right onto this because it doesn't matter anyway. I'm not gonna lose the pips, but then of course, it's not really gonna be as useful. This is a very
You're
useful
losing
one.
4 pips though.
That's true.
That's hurts. But I do want you to get things out of your hand.
I could hang on to that, I guess.
I mean, it's huge.
All right, build your stuff.
Well, if I build this, it would cost 3. That's not right. We don't want to do that. I built the one.
I thought that was your whole plan that we came over here to do. But you can build this for free.
Oh yeah, this is the one for free. But this
Where does
has
it
to
go on?
go on top of nothing. I could
What is
I could build this on top of this.
Isn't that put it on top of that? Will on
No,
roll.
will and skill.
Oh, I see.
So I could, yeah. Oh, that's what I'll do. I'll build it. I'll build. That's fine. I'll build this on this. It
Mhm.
doesn't increase the pips, but it lets me put more stuff on this card,
Okay.
which is what I want to
All
do.
right. So then we're gonna -1 to go back to here, right? Move right to the fire. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Then we're gonna hunt.
And it's -1 because we're going to a fire, right?
I'm leading the way.
Before you hunt,
Sorry.
if I build this
No,
now,
I have this. I don't need any of that. I have
oh,
plenty
it
of.
gives us a.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
I
not
already
going to spend it.
have
Okay.
Plenty of this.
Okay. Let's
All right. So first you're gonna go with me. We're gonna burn a card to look at the hunting
Yes.
spot, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. It's a splint. I mean, you might as well take
Why
it
did you say to look at the hunting spot?
because look, it says look, burn a card,
It says look at card 177. Oh, this was the card you burnt. Right. Okay.
and you're gonna take it because you have nothing else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay,
So now we want
177,
177, which is a hunting thing. You're gonna go with me. Then you can pick up the cards that we dropped from the hunting pack.
Mhm. Okay, here we go. This game is so epic.
You spot numerous tracks in the vicinity of a small pond, an obvious water source for the local fauna. The surrounding vegetation is dense enough to provide perfect cover for you to wait in ambush. Okay, so this is locked, actually.
Huh.
I think the locking just means that you can't.
That means you can't bump up the cards and increase the difficulty, reduce the cards.
But with this, you can, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to do this. So I'm going to use this, which is -5 and 5 successes. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is 3 cards. In fact, maybe you shouldn't go with. Oh no, I'm injured. So you're bloody. Maybe you shouldn't go with me because we'll have to throw away one non-predator card.
Is there any advantage? The only advantage of me going through is we get to keep a card.
That's true.
And that's pretty big.
Okay, but we're gonna lose a card. One of the cards that's not predator card.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Okay.
It's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. What do you think?
I'm gonna leave it to you. Get rid of our ammunition.
What does that mean?
It's in our
It's in
satchel?
our satchel, yes.
Bullets. You should get rid of the other one.
Does it go in the pass or does it go in the return? What does it say? It says nothing.
Discard 1 card with ammunition
Disc-
keyword. Discard. So this and that and go in the past. We used that one earlier. Put that one in there because you didn't
Really?
put it in there
Okay.
earlier. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's 5.
So I guess I'm going with you because I want that card.
Okay.
Is that all it is?
I don't get rid of any cards
What do you
because it's
mean?
-5.
Oh, then I won't go with you, I guess. There's nothing else we could do. We could
Give me
draw
3.
more cards if we wanted.
Give me 3.
Fine.
3 150s, please.
Hold on a second. Yes.
You're not going with
If
me.
I went with you and we drew less than two cards, we could draw 2 cards and return them.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, we would just say we're drawing 2. We got mastery 2. So we get to put, but how does that help us? Because we could get more successes.
Well, we could get more successes. It doesn't hurt us if we're putting them back in, right?
Yeah. You want to look up mastery quickly?
Yes.
It's right here, so I can tell you. Mastery X. If you draw X cards or less during the cost step, and it's a success, you may shuffle some or all back into the action.
By the way, it doesn't matter because we can't draw more cards. It's locked.
That doesn't matter. That still triggers this.
It says 2. We can't draw 2 cards.
It's
Oh, and/or I can draw 2. Yeah, right. Because I can do this or this. So I'm just gonna do the one.
Right, okay.
Fine, perfect.
So I'm going with you, which means we are bloody.
Okay, so we got to remember, and a predator. So it's 2 more successes plus my 5 is 7, which is 6 plus. So get 4 150s. Please.
4 150s, and we have to give back. Wait, don't throw this
I'm-
away.
I'm
I could
shuffling
keep
them
one
back.
if we wanted.
You don't need to.
That was a pretty quick decision.
Well, I just mean like it's
Remember,
better.
it's pretty great.
Yeah.
So is Predator. But don't I already have Predator?
You're not going to keep that in your hand
Why not?
because you always say your hand is too full.
I know, but now I changed my mind. Now that I got...
Well, I mean, I love that because it's just an automatic thing. It's like my gourmet.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep it?
As long as I have footprints, I have some extra
But
stuff.
it's only footprints.
I don't know. Remember, it's pretty amazing,
Yeah.
too.
So either take it or let's shuffle it in.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take one of them because I've got room for one.
Which one?
So I think, is there anything good? I think I'm going to take Remember. The good thing about Remember is you can, when you're running out of, when you got too many cards, you can use it right away.
Okay, so here we go. We have a snake, a snake.
Is he a predator? He is a predator, so that doesn't go back.
The snake
Oh my
strikes
God, we
you,
got a goat.
so it only gives us experience. So it's not going to give us food. That's terrible. There's the goat.
There's the goat.
Oh my God, look at him. The white goat that is, my God, we sacrificed this goat is what we did.
We did. Did we sacrifice it on the altar,
Yeah,
not
I
for
guess.
food, and terrible things happen?
I don't remember, but maybe one of those. Take 3 101 cards and banish this. Wait, oh no, this is food. This is experience. What's that card right there, that experience points card? Is that 1 or 3? 3. This gives experience, this gives us food.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's if we eat it. That's eating it. That's if we eat it.
Empty-handed
Wow.
and a wild boar.
So,
Okay, so you're bloody, so we have to
Right.
get rid of we're going to get rid of that for sure.
which goes into the past.
Did it say discard it? Discard one of these cards without the treasure cube. Okay, so
Let's
this-
remember. Sorry, before we forget, let's turn this into an orange card.
A gold.
170 gold, yeah. Pardon me. Gold. No, not orange. Gold.
That's not gold.
No, it's not. There is no gold 177. Can that be right?
No.
Oh, here it is. Well,
No, hunting is a little worse. Okay, so we have to fight. Oh, this is a stealth.
in the past.
This is 4 food and an injury. Is it bloody? Yeah, that's blood. Yours is 105. So this is 4 food cards and a bloody card. This is
The nice thing about
no.
getting...
What is that? One?
Yeah, that's 105. That's a
This is
bloody.
experience. We don't want that.
Right.
We don't want that. We're taking the goat.
How many do we get to keep? How
You
does
just
that
keep
work
one of the
again?
cards. You're just getting more options when you get more successes.
Reveal them. You must discard one. Choose one. I keep forgetting that.
So we're taking the goat. Clearly, it's the best one, right?
Well, I mean, there's 4 food.
Yeah, but you have to take a bloody card.
It's true, but if you already have a bloody, the worst thing that happens is you get this.
Yeah, and then you have to get rid of a bunch of cards.
It's true, but if you don't get that, it's nothing. Like, the bloody swaps out. You don't get 2 bloodies. I mean, 4 food when we're on fire is a huge deal. I think that's worth it.
Okay.
But that's only if we succeed that bad thing happens.
Oh, yeah. This
If
is
we-
automatic.
If we lose,
Yeah, you need 3 successes also. by the
and
way.
it's a stealth.
Yeah. It's not
Do
a
we
hunting.
have any stealth abilities?
I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't either. So that's the deadly
Ridiculous
part.
goat.
But it's 0+. We could take as many cards as we want. Remember that a food is like, you want some memory of how good it is? It's like lots of cards in a food. And we would get 4 of them.
You're going to get 3, which could be as many as
Oh, well, 3 is pretty good.
6.
No. You don't get 3. You get the goat. And then if you kill the goat, you get its meat and bad things happen.
No, bad
You
things
don't
will
get the
happen.
food for choosing the goat. You have to kill the goat
It's
to
one
get
card.
the food.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 24. With this, generally the food gets you, what, 6 food if you're on the fire, and then we get one more at 7.
You want to look at
I'm
something?
going to tell you right now, listen to
Wanna
me.
look at some
There's
ones?
24 cards here.
Uh-huh.
If we get them, we get 7. It's 21 of the 24 go back in if we just take this goat and kill him.
You really want to take that goat and kill it?
Absolutely.
That's
Sorry.
terrible.
Look, his picture's right here. You can look at him and
What? We can draw as many cards as we want. We have nothing that helps stealth.
Yeah, but all that
you
does
have a
is-
guaranteed success. So we don't have to draw 2 successes. Hold on.
but-
We don't have to draw 2 successes.
But the more cards you throw out, you're just going to be putting them back in. So what was the
know.
point of that in the first place?
Well, because first of all, we don't have to kill the goat.
why do you care?
Well, I guess I don't have to. I don't care. But look, this gets us 4 101 cards.
And if you get a bloody that has a hand on it, you're going to throw cards out also.
Oh, that's true.
To
You
me, it
really
seems like a
wanna kill that goat?
no-brainer.
You really want to kill that goat?
I do, 100%. To me, it's a completely clear choice.
We'll never be able to see the goat again.
Well, not in this mission.
All right, you might have a point. If he,
I do.
I don't know about killing, but you're right. This does not seem like 3 food, 4 food, and you get a bloody, and you might fail it. Doesn't seem worth it. But
Supposed to go back in?
they go back shuffled in.
Yeah.
I don't know about killing that goat though.
Well, he's in one of our hands. We're standing on the fire. Our stomach is rumbling. It's the goat or us, Jesse. Both the 2 vegetarians are
Just
like,
to show you, he's got. I guess you could see it this way. He's got little horns which tell you might come to a special place where he can help you.
true.
But he might not be able to travel with us on the raft, so maybe he's got to get killed. All right, take him into your hand. You did it. You killed him.
I'm burning 1 card.
To
You're
fight.
doing this with me.
You're doing. This is more of an emotional thing. You're killing this goat with
Because
me.
you want to be able to take this card.
Yeah. Wait! Don't look at it. Don't look at it. We don't have to do it yet. Let me do this to get this out of my hand, and then maybe get something I can build cheap.
Oh, here's the other problem. Or this is where we're going to use our little rule about, like, the food comes into our hand.
The food comes in, you eat it without taking it into your hand. That's the way we
It's
played,
cheating.
Greg. That's the way we played.
Actually, no. You can add it all with your basket. No, because it would just reduce.
Oh yeah, it can go into my basket.
No, because it would reduce it by 1 every time.
What do you mean reduce it by 1? Each time
What are
you
you
eat
doing?
it,
What
it
do you
would eat a
want?
pip. I just want to use this card so I've got room to take a card in my hand.
But you're
Although-
just going to put another card back in your hand, so what does it
Not
matter?
if I can build it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Or build one of these.
Wait, you're going to give me... You got to give me... Look, we got to finish this action first.
No,
take-
we just took the goat. He's in your hand.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
We don't need fire. We don't need fire, right?
We do not.
I could take random. We take 7 cards.
Honestly, I probably should have used this thing. This blowpipe. Oh my god, look. I just built this. I could have built it on that. Oh, because I would have lost a pip. Let's see.
Water knows the way. What's that?
That's not yours.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. What if I take this?
Forewarned is forearmed.
Yeah.
I don't see how it's going to help us right now, but yeah, but I mean, it's always good.
Well, you just carry that goat around for a bit, and then I'll... In order to apply that. I could use this to make us walk off for free.
For
Oh,
what
we want to
purpose?
kill him at the fire.
If we eat the goat now, which we're really in a bad way.
Okay. Sorry. Knowledge is power. Take 303. I'll just get us some more experience, maybe. I'll take it and eat it. Take it and use it.
That's
I know
pointless.
they suck, but...
But what are you going to do? You're going to burn more cards to do this? It's 1 for 1 success.
Alright, well, I'll keep this.
I mean, it seems absurd to me.
I'll keep this. But, last decision, though. I think... Aggressiveness and skill. I could build this for 2, so that I would have room in my hand
For what?
when we eat the goat. Where's the goat? We have to get down.
You don't put the food in your hand.
No, but I mean, look. We're gonna draw a card.
What are you going to attach that to?
This.
Aggressiveness, so that will go up.
Yeah.
2 to 5.
Yeah. It would
But it's
cost
going
us
to
2
cost
cards,
you 2
so
cards. That seems crazy also.
I just hate to not be able to.
You
take
could actually...
cards.
Okay, I got it. I know how you could do it.
Okay.
Since you seem bent on this course of action, why don't you play this
Mm-hmm.
to pick up this, and then play this to build that?
Oh,
for
I
free.
like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay,
Okay,
move
so
that
that's built
to-
for free, and this gets
up to
bumped
5.
up to 5.
Okay.
Good work.
Now I'm
Craig.
going to kill the goat.
Craig is always good at squeezing a little bit of more efficiency out of things.
The bolas.
And this is why I cleared my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So I
All
can
right,
keep the
so-
ball. Yeah, that would have. I guess I could have swapped it.
301 cards.
All right, now just think for a second. There is a goat miniature that you would get as your pet if you wanted to keep him. All right, so that actually, you should have that before you decide to kill him. Where is it? Where is
It's in that white box.
I mean, you should. No, it's not.
We're not going to starve to death, Jesse.
I know, but you should look the goat in the eye before you kill him.
Do you have an
He is a
Impossible
little
Burger
miniature.
mini?
All right, I don't know where it is. There is a little.
Have you
goat
seen that
miniature.
Robert De Niro movie where he's like, they're like, "What have you done?" He's like, "What did you do?" And he's like, "It's what we did. What we did." And I would
Is
say
that
the
where
fact,
it's the split personality?
no, he was telling them that they did it, that he didn't just do it alone. He did it with the parents. They like cloned the kid or something. He's like, "What we did." And you took those bolas because you were involved in murdering the goat as well. So I will say, it's what we did, Jesse.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, goat's
Where
dead.
are the miniatures? I really.
They're in the white box.
They're
I
not
just,
in
I
the,
literally.
in the white box, not here.
pretty sure.
This is what Greg calls doubling down. Doubling down on what? On what? Is there a goat in there?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. Just so you want to put this thing in your mouth.
No, I want you to look it in your eye before you kill
What
it.
we did, Jesse. We are both looking him in the eye as we murder him.
All right, let's go. Sometimes it has to be done. In
We
this
already
game.
did it. We already killed him.
Oh, we already did it. Okay, 301 cards. I hope these aren't poisoned.
A lamb on his side.
He's banished from the game, not just into the past.
Well, from this particular game.
From this particular
Okay, so this is weird. So, I mean, we're supposed to. This is our little house rule that if you get the food, you don't have to ruin something that you've already
You
built.
can't carry it. Like if you're like, well, let's not eat it till we get to the fire, then you've got to make room in your
All right,
inventory.
so this
but
is
if you're going to eat it,
6 plus 1 is 7. That's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're looking for Serenity to throw away, which we didn't get. Now all of these are discarded.
before you do it, you did everything right. I just want to explain to people.
Oh yeah.
So these two things you can eat, but if you have fire, get a lot more. So
Yep,
3
so
without fire, 6 with. This one you can't even eat without fire. It looks like.
You need to
You
have
need
the
to
fire.
have fire.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I'm using my gourmet action to add a card to each of these.
Right. So this one you took 7, discard all with Serenity, and the others go back, and there were no Serenity. So we
Correct.
just put a
I did those
huge amount
first, yeah.
back into, and that's how this game works, right? Like you dwindle down half your deck, and then you finally
So at
find
the
some
moment,
good
we've got
hunting grounds.
3, and one of them is a curse, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Okay, so can you discard those, please?
Yeah, these get discarded into the past.
Discard means pass, banish means ban.
Yes.
Okay.
And return means back to the box.
Correct.
Now, the scary thing, though, is that goat is gone
See you later, buddy.
from permanently.
You want to put him
Well,
in the
it's
past?
better we ate him than when we sacrificed him.
We're gonna put him
That
here
was
as like the
messed up.
ghost of the
Uh-huh.
goat.
You-
The goat. The
it's-
goat. The
this-
goats. The ghost.
The ghost of the ghost. This
The
game
goats.
frequently calls back to past. So like it wouldn't be crazy if we got to a card that was like the owner of the goat's village, and he's like, if you have the goat, return him. If you killed the
I'm gonna
goat,
be like, he's gonna be like, have you seen my goat? And I'm gonna be like, give me 45 minutes. You might make another appearance.
yeah. Okay,
Shall we?
shall we continue on? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do 2 cards to go over here, which is terrible.
Yeah.
Which
We could go anywhere before you reveal. Remember, we could go anywhere.
I think we go here, and I build the walking stick.
Oh yeah, you should build that walk. Why
But I
didn't you
mean,
build
like,
it
I'm gonna have to
first?
throw
Because it
something
doesn't
away
have the
because I
thing.
need this wood, and it sucks because I have nothing really I can do about
Wow.
it.
You can add it to anything. Is
I
this
know.
built?
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't it?
It's
oh.
built under here. This is my column.
You know how you have your OCD thing? Like
I know,
the
and
fact that they're not touching.
I put it like this before,
Okay,
but
fine.
it just got.
You
bumped.
can build that walking stick onto anything. You just
I know,
wouldn't
but
get the
I-
pips.
but I want
know.
all the pips from it.
It is sad.
Okay, so we're walking. Yes.
You could. It's interesting. Like instead of building here, you could throw this away, and then at least you'd get 4 pips. But
That's a good idea.
you could add it onto
All right.
this.
So either way, we're gonna move. Yeah.
Yeah, we're walking.
Okay. It's life in the wild.
Unfortunately, I can't take either of these
Wow.
cards.
Oh, as long as I have it in fire, it's -1 in this. Okay, I see. All right, so I'm not going to take either of those because the gourmet is too important. All right, so I think you're right. I'm going to throw blowpipe away
Really? Why not just build it onto the raft?
because I want the 4 pips.
But you already have 3 pips on that, so you'd only be getting a +1 pip.
So, I mean, I want all 4 pips from the walking stick because it's so useful.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Add it to this. Then you'll have 5 walking sticks.
Yeah, but I want to use the club to beat things for fighting. I've got 5 pips for the fighting.
It's tricky. Tricky
I'm
decision.
throwing this away.
That's our hunting
I know.
item. Okay.
Well, we just hunted, so by the time we get back around to hunting, maybe we'll use it again.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have a bola as well, which is probably what we'll use when we fight. Okay, so I'm gonna build this for free.
Always be building. ABB. Give us a quote from the
Always
movie.
be
Give us a
building.
quote. Give us a different quote.
The next 2 hours of the video is like this. Like instead of a 9-hour playthrough, it's a 12-hour
The
playthrough.
bad thing is every time we mention a movie, that's another 10 minutes of editing time tacked on where I have to go find the find a screenshot. But give us a quote from Glengarry Glen Ross. Another other than a.
It's one of my all-time top 25 movies.
It's one of my. I think it's
Top
top 25 for me too. But I don't know it. I don't know all the quotes like you do.
I know a lot of them. A lot of them. Shall we?
I was just thinking, but a little side thing. I was just thinking of that movie because when we were talking, there's a little meta discussion, but we were talking about. No, thank you. I ate all the good ones already. I ate like 30 of those yesterday. All of the good ones. Okay, so there's a little meta comment here. If you stuck with, they get like little rewards for sticking in after 2 hours. So we were discussing about this YouTube channel project, and I was sort of thinking about talking Greg down off the ledge. And I was remembering the scene from the movie when Al Pacino's like, "Forget that. Forget the contract. That's done. That's not important. It's just you talking to me. What's wrong?"
We're just 2 guys talking, am I right? That's what Shelley always says. It's not the same scene, but it's like, the deal is done.
It's
He goes-
done. It's filed. It got filed yesterday.
No. That's
That's a
Spacey
different
comes
scene.
in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but he's like, the deal is done. Look at me. I'm what's on your mind? He's like, I'm still conning you. I'm continually conning you.
Crazy.
Shall we?
I want to make sure I build these as soon as possible,
Okay. You don't have
but
wood?
we're not really in a place for it yet.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, I'd like to have them soon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look.
I'm leading the way.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. So now
You don't have shotgun anymore.
and I have 2
so
wounds. You're leading the way.
I don't have any weapons either.
Yeah, but I have 2 wounds. You have 1.
Okay, I'm leading the way.
Abandoned crate. Let's put it down
Ooh,
here.
this is good.
You find a locked wooden crate amid ferns. 350 and banish this, or we can just banish it. You
1
need
and
4
4.
successes.
Yeah.
But that's so good, an abandoned crate.
Otherwise, you
It
just
could be a boat.
look. Otherwise, banish. Like you'll never have another chance again.
Well, this
wow.
mission-
But we don't have any keys. but we just
do
ate
have a
up.
key.
You do have a key? Done. We're doing it.
Well, but I'm
Done.
only getting 2 successes and a
and
7.
a 7. So to
And
get,
I have this. All right, we're
that's
doing
it.
it.
So we only need one
I'm
success.
going to tell you right now, I kind of think we should just move on.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one of those things where I'm pretty pushy. If you've been watching this video, you've probably seen either me pushing or like I'm like, you know, Jesse, maybe
You're
we should
pretty
do-"
convincing. You are pretty convincing.
So, you know, I like to try to not be overbearing. So this is fighting, picking your battles.
Wait a second.
What?
You're trying to take credit for like giving in to what I want in this tournament. You want to open that crate.
No, I think that it's
You're
not
like, I don't want to do this, but let's
Getting-
remember I'm going to give in on this case.
losing a pip here, losing this card, and spending a card. All our
You-
costs.
In this crate is something good. Like we've opened these crates before. They're pretty
It's
cool.
going to be those leaf bugs. They're like,
In it, there's
gonna just start
sometimes
chewing
they're
on
in a
your-
little,
chewing on
they're in a
Jesse's
little
army.
cage. Okay, so we need to get one more success.
1,
So-
2, 3.
All right. So if we draw 2 cards,
Okay, first of all, if we draw a card and it has either a 7 or a success, we've succeeded.
well, if we draw 2 cards, we'll have an 88%
All right,
chance.
let's do it. I do think we should just do 1 card because we have the 7.
2
but
cards.
whatever.
Can't afford to miss it.
There you go, 3 successes.
Okay,
And I don't
that's
even
good, you
use
don't
that.
have to
3,
do that.
3, 4, 5. But I did detract this, sorry.
Yeah.
Almost forgot to do that. So I think that's kind of almost an easy thing to do.
It's very, I mean, we're going to have so much to talk about in the review of this game, but the fact that you can, some things you have to choose ahead of time to use,
We don't
some
want
things
this.
you don't.
we don't have to talk for 10 minutes about the way
Oh my
I play.
god, this is fantastic.
It's fantastic.
You can choose, you can ignore the red things
Mm.
and choose or choose one card with aggressiveness in in the discard and take
That's
it back.
kind of stay in your hand forever, but it is really good. I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes it easier for me to lead the way constantly.
350.
Okay, 350.
See what-
We're going to have some choices here.
Oh, yeah.
These are like all things in crates. Look at all these things you can get in a crate.
Yeah,
Okay, Greg, pick one out.
that's me. You sure you want me to pick?
That is you. You're Greg.
We got a treasure map. That's like in it reminded me like Family Guy. They're like, it's like, do you want the boat or you can have what's in this box? And Peter's like, the boat's a boat, but the mystery box can be anything. It could even be a boat. so I was thinking, you're like, the box could be anything. Treasure
What's in
map.
the box? Remember
The-
that? What's that from?
That's from 7, obviously.
That's right.
The place this map points to must certainly conceal a buried treasure.
One of that's like my top 5 movies.
Really top 5.
7,
I mean,
yeah.
it's definitely one of my all-time favorite movies. But
Brad Pitt's
that
amazing
top
in that
5
movie.
is a pretty tall, big statement there, Jesse.
Yeah, it's up there.
Take a card whose number is equal to the number of your terrain card plus 91 from the direct adventure deck if available. If it is not the right card, return it. That's awesome.
Oh, so we have to figure out where the treasure
Oh
is.
my
in
god,
the-
that's so awesome.
So look, it's at the base of a. Oh, there's more writing in here that we can't read.
No, I know where it is.
You
I mean, I know.
where it is.
I know. Oh my god, I shouldn't even tell Jesse. I know where those
Very
forests. I know where the forest is.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
It's not just you have to pick a specific place.
No, I know. I'm just telling you I know where the forest
So
is.
we keep this in our satchel. When we find the terrain we think the treasure is in, we look up plus 91, we dig.
I know where it. I know. If I tell you, we're not going there right now, right?
Is it out here?
No, it's down here.
Really?
So
yeah, I think.
this decidual the forest is here, and then the coast is here. So it's coast, forest, boom,
Really?
and it's like
There's lots of forest though. You really think it's there?
yeah, because those trees aren't anywhere else. It could be on another island, but I'm pretty sure it
That's
wouldn't.
pretty amazing.
Man, I'm like very burpy. Excuse me.
Do remember that this was from a set of anything, so
Yeah,
it's not like
getting that
targeted.
again is gonna be,
it's
like,
not, and
insane.
it's not targeted to this island. So it wouldn't be crazy if that was on another island.
Yeah, I just think like if I were the designer, I wouldn't make it so you randomly had to get that, and then also go to some random island that you had.
Well, I'm just saying that could be from anywhere.
it's true.
And I'm not convinced. Was there something telling us there was forest here, or you just remember?
I'm telling you that like I remember that like the southern end of the southern coast is that sort of forest, right? The pines and stuff, and then you come up here and you go
I
over
kind
this.
of remember there's sand and crabs. But you think there's a forest 1st?
Well, there's a forest between the crabs in here.
All right, you convinced me. Let's go.
You now you want to
Let's go
all
treasure
of
hunting.
this?
Well,
By the way, we just wait. What was this? Oh, that was the crate. Okay, so we need 304, please.
did the crate tell us that? It's easy to forget, isn't it?
Well, the crate was right here. It was one of these exploration cards.
304 says, an old bridge spans a 30-foot deep gorge at the bottom of which a wild river... Ah, okay, this I remember.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the way across. So, are we ready to go across this?
No, that's tough. Is there nothing here? That's weird.
It's because I think there's like the water here, and there's a few cards that
it
are
goes this way?
or it could be part of the
Don't
spaces
forget,
that are
here
down
you can jump down. You get like, don't you fall? Or is that a different
No,
one?
there's some place where you fall in the water and you go down the thing.
Oh, this one doesn't disappear. This is one where once you cross it, good luck
it's
getting back.
just like this.
Just
It's the
like
same
that.
thing,
Yeah,
which is what I
yeah,
say.
yeah.
Jesse, would you like to jump across?
I don't know what I want to do.
Well, I think that this is the way we're supposed to go. I don't know, but I mean, I know that we're not where we need to be here, so probably go across the way.
You want to come peek at this?
No.
No, it's hard to defend that. Although on the other hand, we should remember it's only 1 to get here,
It's 3 to come back.
3 to come back. Yeah. How do we get across? How do we get across? First, tell me how easy it is first to get across.
It's 1 plus and then 3 successes, so it's way easier than this because you can draw as many cards as you want.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So
yeah.
this is my suggestion to you.
Yeah.
Why don't we go across this? We'll take a break, maybe do a part 2 of this video,
Okay.
and then while we're on the break, off camera, we'll wipe this.
Why
And
would we wipe it? Oh, you mean just on our so we have space?
And start fresh here, and then they can follow us on the next trip. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Okay. So, well, first we have to do this. You like it? That's just a suggestion. I mean, it could be.
Yeah, I'm up for it. I mean, it makes me sad that you know where the treasure's here, but there's no coming back up from here.
Well, there is. We could go this way, all the way around this way. That's another thing.
Maybe this will lead down here. No,
It does. It does.
you think it does?
Well, there's a number of ways across the river.
Oh, okay. Because I don't want to do this. You're right. That's much easier than this.
Okay. So.
All right. So we're gonna do that.
How many for 3 successes?
If we want, you've got a guaranteed one. So if we want to guarantee ourselves 2 successes, we should draw 4 cards.
It's a lot.
That gives us a 90% chance of success.
Ready?
Hold on. We don't have that skill anywhere, right?
I've already looked at mine.
Yeah. No.
Ready?
Yes. Oh, hold on. I can discard a stealth to get an aggressive. Don't have it. Okay.
Good.
4 cards.
Forewarned is forearmed. That's an amazing thing. 3, 4, 5.
All right. So it's
6.
we got a guaranteed
Okay,
success.
so you can pick what to take. I'm gonna say that's probably the best choice, but you can look.
You may discard this in order to get 2 successes,
take
but
it
then
as-
you take it. Yeah,
Oh,
that's not
exhaust.
worth it. Those are painful.
And
Okay.
this is good for another fire, but of course.
But
you go.
I don't have room for it.
Oh,
I'll have
I'll
to
take
drop something. Oh, there you go. Good.
I mean,
Okay.
just look at how fast we've eroded
Yeah,
away more
yeah,
cards,
yeah.
which is
Well,
good.
maybe I shouldn't have tried to give us a
Okay,
90%
so-
success.
262. We're gonna come back. Look at the next video.
Yeah, we cross over, and we're gonna appear there.
So we'll see you on the next video. We hope you enjoyed this. I can't imagine you're still watching after 2 hours. It's the
First person who comments and says they watched this whole thing, we will remember. We will put you some. We will
This
acknowledge
is
you
coming
somewhere.
from the guy that didn't remember that I painted these and he thought he did.